Gamers, do you know what today is? For some of you, it's Christmas. For others of you, it's Friday. For me, it's time to drop a... Excuse me. Today is a very special day, everybody. You've been waiting for this day for some time. I'm sure of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure of it. Feet first into hell. Yes, Lone Wolf. We are going feet first into hell. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna write a... excuse me. God, my throat today. I'm gonna write a little message in Discord. Alright, what should we say? What should we say to everybody? Wait, even better. Even freaking better. I'm gonna put this here and lol. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing sneaky stuff in the background. What's he doing? Oh, RejectedShotgun. What's he up to this time? He's so crazy. I can't tell you. It's a secret. Jeez. So needy all the time, I swear. Oh shit. Spoilers. Turns out this isn't real life. Hey, gamer. What the hell are you doing here? Okay. You think you can just show up in my stream with my beautiful ODST drop pod and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna show up to reject it? Bruh. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Someone in chat. Green Knight with the wrench icon said, ODST tools next week. Pausing, I'm pausing, I'm pausing. I'm clicking the link, I'm clicking the link. Shit. I screwed up. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm pausing, hold on. Go to site. No way, ODST tools next. Are you fucking... Oh! Oh! Ah! No, no change of plans. No. We're still doing this, but... It's so beautiful. No. Everything we're doing, it would be like mildly easier next week. No. So let me go full screen so you guys can see this. We're pausing from our usual intro bit because Green just posted this. Next week, something new is on its way to MCC, okay? Now, like a little bit ago, okay? 343 tested out this flood firefight on a flight, on an MCC flight, like ages ago. And then they canceled it because it was like unfinished, a little bit buggy. I think like the flood didn't have sounds or something. There was like a whole bunch of problems with it. But we know ODST tools are on the way. And for them to tease like, next week, the flood firefight's coming. Like a big update, that's got the fucking ODST tools in it, I'm telling you. I am telling you right now, that is the fucking ODST. Also, Farn told me that in Flood Firefight Co-op, if you die, you join the Flood team. Wait, what? Whoa. Chill. You tell me you play as the fucking Flood? No shot. Make a police frigate. I don't think I will, just because you told me to make it. You didn't ask. You just told me to make a police frigate. I was going to. It was even on my list of plans. But now because you told me to do it, I'm not going to do it. Which is, that's rough. He's not trolling about that? What the fuck? All right, you know what it's time for? We're gonna go back to Halo. Okay, we're going in gameplay. Oh my god, look, God, you know, you ever just look at yourself in the mirror like you're like, wow, I'm so fucking handsome. That's how I feel right now. It's crazy. God, I can see. Look at that visor. How shiny it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. God damn. Hey, Shotgun, do you think with Halo 4 mod tools it would be possible to add the Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer playable elites? Oh yeah, 100%. That's easy. We could do that even without mod tools. We don't even need mod tools for that. We could do that with assembly. I already ported a bunch of Halo 4 content to 2 Anniversary. On my Twitter somewhere, there's Halo 4 Pelican on Blood Gulch in Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the sweet, the succulent, the goodness. And let me turn on my webcam too. My cat's in the kitchen. Hey, Shotgun, glad to be watching another stream. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. All right, check this shit out. Check it out! So we got a drop pod here, and it's looking pretty fucking good, all things considered. All right, let me move it into the sunlight, right, so we can get those nice shadows and things. So we hop on in and check it out. Look at this. We got the entirety of the interior looking fucking sweet. You love to see it. It's fucking nice. The screens are screwed up, right? I'll fix those later. It's not like the most important thing on my list. Like, I mean, the model is also needs to be re-imported because it's all hard edges and stuff. But like, overall, pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. That being said, though, it doesn't work. You get in the seat and you're just like, like, what the fuck are you doing? So, one thing I'm gonna do right now. Check this out. You can shoot it, right? Giant explosion, temporary by the way, but as you can see, the door to the pod opens up. So here's how this is gonna work. No, it's hard shaded. Yeah, I know it is. It's because I'm gonna have to manually go through and do a little bit of custom shading on it. I already did a soft shaded version of it and it didn't look right, so I switched it back to hard temporarily because it looks better because of all the angular stuff on it. So anyway, I had to get pretty creative with this and do some custom model edits because let me give you the deets on this, okay? So this model of the ODST drop pod is actually a little bit different than the normal pod. So you see how it kind of like juts out a bit here, like kind of juts out. The reason it juts out like that is because this is not a normal ODST pod. Oh, where's the ping? You right. Give me a second. Sheesh. Freaking frick. Sheesh. All right, this is going to be the announcement on Discord. It's going to say, get set for a combat drop. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is really inspiration. Get set for a combat drop. Wait, what? Is my thumbnail fucked up? No shot. Did it not? Did the thumbnail not take? Oh my god, what happened? Oh, I didn't take the thumbnail! What the fuck? YouTube! YouTube! I'm mad. I'm fucking mad. Dude, I'm gonna kill the stream and restart it because YouTube didn't even put the right fucking thumbnail. Oh my god, I'm fucking tilted towers right now, dude. Unbelievable. This is unreasonable. I'm pissed. I'm pissed! It's gonna take ages for that thumbnail to update. How am I gonna clickbait you if you don't see the cool thumbnail that I made in Photoshop? This is so sad. Not even epic, brother. All right, but anyway, check this out. This is what I was trying to say, okay? So you got the ODST drop pod, right? But this is the version of the ODST drop pod that you actually ride in on the way down, okay? So the reason it's different, it's a drop pod thumbnail? Now it is. I just fixed it. But the reason it's different is because like the front kind of juts out a little bit. And it's like a custom model. Normally the drop pod is like kind of shallow and like cuts off. This one juts out a little bit because this is the one you have an interior for, and they had to kind of like push it out a little bit to give you the full interior. Hold E to begin gaming. Like, we're gaming. So yeah, there's that. And then what I did is, so because of that, I had to get creative. So this right here, I'll just show you. See this drop pod door shape? It's kind of like a thick on the top, thin on the bottom. So that drop pod door pops out. So the entire thing is like the whole front of the pod. What I had to do was make the door section disappear when the pod blows up. And then I actually added in these side sections here. These are separate objects. I added them in separately. And what that does is essentially puts the doors here. So basically the way it's going to work, the whole front's going to disappear. These two side parts are going to reappear, but it's going to happen so fast you're not even going to notice it. It's just going to look like this part came off. And then these side parts that I just turned on are going to open. They're going to animate. Like little doors are going to go like, and like open up. And then the whole pod's going to be open. The door is going to have come flying off, right? So here's how this is going to work. I've already done an ODST drop pod once before in Arcbound. My old mod before mod tools. But this one's going to be way fucking cooler. Trust me. It's going to be way, way cooler. Holy shit! Epic Brony with the 50 bomb? Bro, holy fuck. Thank you, Epic. That is, I dare say, epic. Holy fuck. Thank you. That is extremely generous of you. Thank you so much. Who needs a thumbnail anyways? Look, I appreciate the 50 bomb. That is huge. But me, I need the thumbnail, alright? I fucking do. It's important. But, you know, with a 50 bomb like that, you might be onto something. You might have a point there. I don't know, you know, it's crazy. Holy shit, thank you though, for real. That's huge. You're huge. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Jesus Christ, already starting to stream out the purple super chat. Alrighty. So here's the plans, all right? Here's what's going to happen for today. One, I'm going to improve the animations a little bit for the Spartan getting in and out of this thing, right? Two, we're going to add jets to this, okay? It's going to like have straight up jets, fire, smoke trails are going to go flying. It's going to be sick. So basically, the way that it's going to work is you're going to get in, you're going to hold the trigger, it's going to go boop, 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 and then fucking jet launches, fire starts, smoke's coming up, you launch down with a huge force, and then bam, you smash into the ground. It's brutal. And then after a second of being smashed into the ground, steam goes, ksh, the door's gonna boom, pop off with a little smoky explosion. You're gonna jump out. The little pod doors are gonna be opening on the side. Like, it's gonna be I want this to be a lot of effects, very cinematic, very immersive, just like really cool shit all around. It's gonna be awesome. Floofy Fox with the $5. Thank you very much, Floofy. Appreciate that support. That was very kind of you. And Carolina, good to see you as always. Thank you very much for those $3 mapley dollars. Appreciate it. Make the door insta-kill anyone in front of it. I actually could do that, funnily enough. I can set it to like the collision damage on the door object is like ridiculously high. So that'd be hilarious. You like the drop pod comes down, it slams into the ground, right? You've taken damage, your shields are down, you're like, oh fuck, what's gonna, and then before you can even finish the sentence, it just goes boom and just slams into you, instantly killing you and sending you flying backwards. I'm so here for that. I'm actually so here for that. Alright. So we open, alright, we get into the door. Or we get into the pod. So we get out of the side of the pod and we get in kind of a weird way. So what I want to do real quick is I want to fix the animations real quick and make them a little better. This will take like 2 seconds because I remembered this morning the best animations to use for this. So let me switch over real quick. This is going to be real easy. Whoop. So basically for the drop pod vehicle here, it's a lovely little tag. All I have to do is not go, I don't need to touch the drop pod actually. I go to the Master Chief animation so that we need to give Chief a custom animation real fast. And I already made one. It's on the Chief animation graph under here, under Pod D is what I called it. And what I'm going to do is there's 4 actions that happen. The idle animation is actually the warthog sitting animation. So, and I might actually switch that out to be honest. So I'm going to switch it so that when you're sitting, it's going to be the Ghost D idle, which I think is probably like a good animation for this. So Ghost D any idle, and then when you get in, well, I remember this. The Hornet has a passenger animation that's like really good for this. Hornet D enter is a really good one. It's like you'll see exactly what it looks like. And then Hornet D exit I think is also good. I'll check out both of these and we'll see what they look like in game. Hornet D any exit. So let's check this out. So right now, when I get into this, the animation is like weird. I kind of jump in from the side, and then I get out from the side. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. But if I poke this in... Okay, it reloaded Master Chief. So now when I get in... It was a bit off, let's see. Wait, it didn't save the animation. Hold on. Pod D, Hornet D exit, Hornet D enter, ejection. Let's do Hornet P, Hornet passenger. Oh, maybe I screwed it up. Hold on. Hornet PL. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I did driver. No wonder. We need Hornet PL. Exit. Hornet PL. Any. Where are you? Hammer exit. Interesting. Let's do rifle exit. Then Hornet PL. Rifle enter. Cool. Okay, so let's check this out now. Do we get in? Still no good. Why is it, Does it not use the right animation anymore? Might have switched it on accident. Odd D. No, that's right. Weird. Weird. To be honest, that definitely should have worked. All right, let me. Sorry, I've been not keeping up with you guys in chat a little bit. Someone's trying to get married in chat. Totally understandable. I get it. Diamonds have monopoly. Yeah, definitely buy what looks cool. Don't buy diamonds. It's a terrible idea. I mean, unless like you're with somebody who like really wants diamonds. Otherwise, I would convince them to be like, diamonds are kind of cringe. We're not boomers, okay? We're not gonna get owned by this fucking monopoly. How about you get like a fucking meteorite ring or something actually valuable and cool? Like, I went and I got myself a cool looking ring, and it's not like for my own reasons, and it's literally not like, oh, look at this shiny silver and gold, and it has like cool rich things, and like, no, there's none of that shit on it. It just looks cool. Fucking diamonds. I'm a simple man. I see Halo. I like. Are you telling me that you liked this video? You scrolled down slightly and you clicked the thumbs up like button on my stream? I mean, I can't stop you. It's not like I can stop you. Yeah, this is not my real background. This is just a green screen. We're loading, we're loading, we're loading. Sorry, I didn't mean to flashbang you. It was out of my control. Oh my god. I just yawned. Did you just see me yawn? You know what I learned actually is anytime you yawn like that, you have to promptly get up and get a cup of coffee. And that's pretty much how I live my life. Man, do I love stripping the entire... Look, I'm going to be honest, Green, you're stripping the entire interior of the Lich, which I get it. But unless you're planning on adding that back in, is it even worth making the Lich if you're just going to close it off? Why do I stream on YouTube and not Twitch? I'd like to stream on Twitch in the future. I like Twitch as a, like right now, I think Twitch is the better streaming platform. But like, you know, I have 160 viewers here because all you guys like know where to find me, and you know, and you get notifications and stuff. And on Twitch, it wouldn't be quite as good. I am an affiliate on Twitch, so you know, I could still monetize the stream and get subs and things. But overall, it's just easier right now to do YouTube. If the stream kind of like pops off like it has been lately, you know, we've been growing a lot in viewership. Like the other day when we were doing one of the streams, we were up to like 300 viewers for like a while, which is like pretty impressive for what I'm doing here, just doing technical work. Why the fuck is this taking so long? This is the longest it's ever taken, like, ever. It's like reloading every sound in the universe or something. I don't know what's going on. That is crazy. All right, let's see. Does the animation work now? It does not! So yeah, that was not worth it. So yeah, for some reason, it's not... Oh, okay, hold on. That's why. It's being overwritten by other animations. Now, yeah, there we go. So now we jump out through the front. I think it looks a lot better. Let's see. Yeah, you come jumping out. It's to the side slightly, but now look at that. That's so much better. You kidding me? You freaking kidding me? Just multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Yeah, true. Although I can't be a Twitch partner if I do that, because Twitch retains exclusivity if you become a Twitch partner. Oh, let me see. Is this a good... Is this a good animation? Damn, Chief. Vibing out. What the hell? Actually potted up. Looking good. Alright. Ejectable door? No, the door will absolutely... it's going to be automatic, essentially. So here is what I'm thinking. The door in ODST... I'm going to look at the cutscene really quick. Let's see what we're going to do, because I want to do like an opening and closing animation, like where you get in it and the door like closes downwards. So let's check that out real quick. Let's watch in Halo 3 ODST the intro cutscene, and then we'll animate straight up the... Excuse me, the exact thing. Is that the parachute thing I see in the background? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is still there for now. Alright, Halo 3 ODST intro. Let's look at this real quick. So how does the drop pod... How do you get into the drop pod, right? Because...
Besides, now's one of those times. Pays to be the strong, silent type.
Okay, so you're in the pod already. The door closes like that. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. Let's open Blender really quick. What kind of bones are we working with on this thingy? The door, is there a door bone? Pod. Look. So it is a whole ass bone that controls it, but we might need to re-rig it to work better, because pod, door, there's a bone right here in the center, you can see. It's a little teensy tiny bone, but it's in the center of the door. And what we need to do is have the bone be like up higher, so that way the door can kind of close on a hinge. Can I get a boneless door? No. Only bones in the door. Alright. Here's the plan. I'm just going to straight up move this bone. So we go to edit mode on the armature. We're going to select pod look, which is the name of the door bone. We're going to move it up here as if it is on a hinge. And then we'll go back into pose mode, like so. And then now, yeah, see, now we can have the door like open and close like that. So we could have the pod start like this, and then you get in, and then the moment you get in, you know, it closes back down on you. Okay, that's sick. Let's do that then. So first thing that I gotta do is save this. Since I made it like a major edit to the skeleton, I'm going to resave it. I got to export it all out as a model again, because I've changed the excuse me, because I changed the way the skeleton structures, so the animations won't work unless I re-output the new model, the updated skeleton structure. And now, let's animate opening and closing real quick. So we will do... What will we do? We'll do pose mode with this selected. And then we'll hit up pod look. So on pod look, as far as the bone goes, we'll have the rotation recorded here on frame 0. And how long do we want this? Let's say this animation should last like a second. I think a second is fair for an animation. Now let's make it 2 seconds. Carolina Meadows with a $3 super chat. Thank you very much. I think the door opens at a higher angle. Yeah, let me, before I fully animate this, you have a fair point. Let me go back and check everything out. But let's make this a 2-second animation. Just because it takes a second to actually like get in and be seated. But yeah, if we look real quick, what does it look like? It's like out of view, right? But thank you again, Caroline. Appreciate you. So you get in, and it's like out at 90 degrees basically, because you can like see it right there, right? You can like kind of see inside. And then, boom. Ooh, I love that screen shake. Maybe I can get that screen shake rolling on this. We'll see. Damn, Green's doing some really cool space shit on a map of his. I gotta show you guys some screenshots he posted later. Alright. So, we'll have our frame here. Frame 1. And then by the ending of frame 30 here, we'll put another frame. And then we'll have it up, I think there would be good. It doesn't have to be exact. Let's put the camera inside and then rotate it. Okay, we're gonna simulate being Rookie. This is the camera marker right here. So this is what Rookie sees out of. We're sitting here. Rotate Y 45. Oh, rotate Y negative 45. Okay, rotate Y negative 90. 90 is too much. Rotate Y negative 65. Too little. Rotate Y negative 80. I think 80 is pretty good. What does that look like? I think 80 is pretty good. That's where the pod's at. We could work with that. For sure we could work with that. Can we get Alba and the Rookie image on the inside of the pod for the memes? I'll put something way dumber inside the pod for the memes than like... that sounds kind of funny. Alright, there we go. The pod opens and closes now. Ooh, this is going to be sick. I didn't even dream about this being a possibility. But here we are. Okay. So this will be... I want the reverse of this to be the opening animation. Or the closing animation, technically. So what I'm going to do is have the inverse happen here. Where, because you know the animation that we're using right now takes a second to climb in, what I'm actually going to do is for the first second of you being in it, it's going to stay open, and then once you're already seated, then it's going to close, right? So 1 whole second of being open, so you're already getting in, a whole second later, you're seated, and then it ka-kunk, and it closes. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So I will export this out as an animation. This will be a Halo 3, I think opening animations are overlays, so it'll be a JMA, and I'm going to call it combat closing. We'll export that out. Shouldn't take too long, I hope. This is a really simple rig. It wouldn't, I'd be surprised. Pretty sure, doesn't the hatch eject completely? So this is just for getting in and out of the vehicle. When you actually use the pod, what's going to happen is it's going to hit the ground really hard, right? Your jets are going to go, you're going to hit the ground really hard. And what it's actually going to do is it's going to trigger damage to the pod. The pod itself is actually going to enter a destroyed state, as if you blew up a Warthog with a rocket launcher. The pod is going to, basically the moment it touches something on the bottom, it's going to trigger damage, and then boom, instantly a delay happens, and then the door shoots off, And then next thing you know, you can get out of the pod and it's opened and everything. Shiro the Hero, good to see you, Shiro. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the support with that super chat. I appreciate you, Shiro. ODST drop pog. I mean drop pod. Yeah, this is definitely the drop pog. Don't mix it up. Don't get it wrong. This is the drop pog. Damn. You guys want to know what Mod Green is making right now? Here, while this exports and takes way too long. Let me give you a little taste. Green, can I show you? Can I show actually the screenshots? I assume you want me to show it because you're DMing it to me. How would the pod react to receiving damage on the way down? It would theoretically, if it took enough damage, it would like trigger the eject early, but the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to give the pod a reasonable amount of health, but I'm going to make it extremely susceptible to collision damage. So like it could have as much health as a scorpion tank. Obviously it won't, but it could have like a lot of health, so it's getting shot, nothing happens. But it's extremely weak to collision damage. So the moment it hits something, boom, the drop is triggered. Like the impact is triggered. So like it won't be a perfect vehicle, admittedly. It will have some caveats, but by making it have a lot of health and only susceptible to collision damage, it should be good. All right, but here's what Green's working on. All right, check this out. This is Halo 3, by the way. You get the frigate over in the corner. He just imported a Lich from Halo 4. It's firing a beam over at a vampire. He's got the broadsword from 4 as well. Just flying around, going crazy. Lands on tank. Yeah, this thing will actually be able. So the plan I have is that when this thing impacts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an effect that's going to be really similar to a rocket launcher explosion, but even stronger. So the drop pod's going to hit the ground, and then the impact is going to like send a wave of dirt, and it's going to play what's called a damage effect, which is what happens when you like an explosion goes off and like a rocket launcher. So a damage effect will play, and that's going to literally be like massive damaging explosion. Alright, so this will be the opening animation. It just instantly opens up. So, yeah, that should be good. Aren't you making the drop pod a biped? Shouldn't tie the opening to the falling and... No, I'm not going to make it a biped. That's too much work. It's too hard, and I can get just as good results using this. And like things like suspension animations will really get me the exact same result. I don't want to use bipeds if I can help it. TBH. Alright, so let's get this animation out real quick. This will be the opposite. Instead of it getting in, this is the getting out animation called combat opening. Should also be a JMA. We export that. Wow. Yeah, it says the guy who had to put up with all the pain of the locust and cutting the mantis out of the current version. You know. You fucking know. And I know you fucking know. Alright, let's get the new drop pod files in the meantime. Whoops, didn't mean to open that. So this will be under objects, vehicles, ODST pod. And we'll delete these 3 folders. We'll paste the new ones into here. And then we'll import them. Alright, we're gonna make this look cool, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know I'm actually I'm an elite hacker, man. Watch this. Wow, like see, it's green now. That's how you know I'm a hacker. Look at this, I'm hacking to the mainframe, literally unstoppable. Objects, vehicles, ODST pod, final. Oh wait, shit, I don't actually want to do final. Draft. Reporting to the FBI. You can't stop me. I'm a lead hacker, man. The text is in green. I'm literally unstoppable. They can't do anything to me. I'm crazy. Draft pog, waiting for final build for big. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna keep it at draft lighting forever because it'll be way too dark if I don't. He got the launch codes, guys. True. I have the nuclear launch codes. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. My dad works for Microsoft. He's gonna ban your Xbox Live. Shut up, kid. You don't know anything, you little nerd. I'm gonna go steal your lunch money. But first, I'm going to get these collision edges to become longer because, as you can see, they're too short here. It's done. We're in. There you go, Gabe. Thank you for the $2. Okay, and let's see. Is our animation done? Okay, all of our animations are done too, so let's get those. We've got combat opening and combat closing. We can throw them into our folder now under animations. We'll delete our useless old idle one, and we'll put the animations in. Easy peasy. Nice. Nice, nice. Look at that. It's open now. We might need to tweak it a little bit, but we'll worry about that later. We get in. Oh! Oh, and it gets out like a... Ooh. Let's change the get in and get out time, because that took way too long. So, powered seats. Driver power up time. So, controls open and close. Yes, please. Oh, that's sick. Alright, that looks cool, but I think I'm actually going to redo the getting in animation because it does take too long. I thought I was having to account for the fact that it actually needs to wait a second, but it turns out I can just do a shorter, simpler one like this. So let me do that real quick. I'll have the exporting in the background. But yeah, this is actually pretty sweet already. Side doors are attached to the main door right now. Might want to fix... Funnily enough, is that how it works in ODST? Because I know they're not supposed to be, which is one of the reasons it looks funny right now. But yeah, you know what? I can in fact fix that. Because the way that the system works is I need those doors and the side parts that you see here. These do need to be attached to the door, but not the way that they are right now. They need to get destroyed when the door blows up, but that's a separate kind of attachment from the animation. So yeah, you're right. I need to detach these right now, put them back down, and just have it be the door. And that should make it look like 10 times better. Theoretically. So let me wait for this in the background to finish doing its animation thing. And Al Joseph with the $10. Thank you very much. Appreciate that support. That's huge. Thank you. Always very generous. Finally played around with the mod today. Hella sick. My brain is already boiling with ideas. Can you hack me into that shotgun supporter role when you get a sec operator? That is... Can I hack you into it? Technically, it's all handled by a bot. I never touch any of the role stuff because it's all Patreon bot. But potentially I could. Actually, I'm gonna... Okay, so the way that it works right now, if you want to be part of like future playtests and stuff, that's totally fine. Just let me know. I just don't want to touch the roles because it gets complicated quickly. I literally let all the Patreon bot handle it because I had issues in the past where it was just like, it's not worth it to like manually assign it because it gets really confusing and the bot no longer has control. It's a whole thing. Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the face map section here. We're gonna select the look T. Now this is the whole door section, right? Now we have a lot of other areas too. We've got pod front door, which we don't have control over. We've got pod look. So the pod look section is what we'll do. Let's invert our selection and hide everything else. So this is the door. What do we want out of this? We only want the door. So let's only get the door. Let's take a look here. This is gonna be tough. I made version 5 of my map. Ooh, I'm excited. We're going to do more playtests soon. I don't know how soon, but we are going to be doing some more playtests in the near future. So get ready. It's going to happen. All right, so we only want the door. Oh, this is going to be pain. Pod main. I think the looking part. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do this all as a manual selection right now because the way it works in game at the moment is that it looks like things are separate, but they're really, really not when you actually come inside of Blender and you take a look at it. I might be able to do a little bit of wizardry though that can help me out here. All right, here's the plan. We got to get this door separated out, so we're going to take whatever help we can get here. That includes grabbing this material. Yeah, so this is most of the pod and the parts that we want. Let's make some temporary vertex groups to save this stuff. Door. New. So we'll assign that. We'll hide that. That's got a bunch of stuff. We'll grab the screen material as well, which I think is called static. So we have static, static 1, and what is it, pod glass? What is it called? We're looking for screens, I think. Yeah, so we get these too. We'll also assign this to the vertex group and hide them. So we're making progress. There's only a couple more areas that we don't want here. This is actually going to go way faster than I thought. I was getting really worried that this was going to be painful. So we also will assign that and hide it. And let's get the glass material. Glass damaged. We do want these kept, but everything else here we want to assign and hide. Okay, we're getting pretty close here to the result we're looking for. Jan Swan with the $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Pay rejected when making a model with an interior. Oh, you said, hey, how do you keep it from doing automatic convex hull and just enclosing it in the model? How do you keep it from doing and enclosing it in the model? When modeling, oh, so you're talking about physics models, are you, Jance? You're talking about physics models, which is where convex hulls actually happen. You have to get really creative and you have to start building out of, how do I put it? You have to build an entire thing out of cubes. You basically have to like start just building out of cubes at that point. It's how I did the longsword interior. You kind of do like thin walls and things. You don't actually block. I can show you an example in a little bit. Remind me, Jance, to show you the longsword interior and I can show you exactly how you do it. It's tedious and time consuming, I'm going to warn you, but it is absolutely, it works, is basically my point. It works, and it works good. Okay, that looks good. So then we take you, assign, and hide. So we're getting close now. Whoops. We've almost got the whole front gone, and only the sides left. Let's save. Let me see. Are there any screens? Okay, so some screens. Okay, no screens are missing actually. So we're fine. We can keep things going like that. Cool. So now we just need to get the door selected, and I think we're good. So let's check in game real quick. Yeah, the door is literally, it's the lines. Wait, what? Yeah, this is the door then. All this right here is the door. And the shape of it specifically is the inner more shape here. We don't want to overdo that, so we get you, and you. Yeah, there. So we're getting the shape of this door out here. This is almost the right part of it. And ayo. Jance with another $5. Thank you. Appreciate that support. That's very kind of you. I was inspired by someone on Discord to make a vulture with an interior, so it would be helpful with that. And when I come back to the Halo Wars 2 Lich, ooh, I swear someone's already doing a vulture with an interior though. Or is it not the vulture? Could have sworn somebody did that. Maybe it was a different one. But thank you. And I'd like to, I'll show you some of the stuff I did with like convex hulling to like kind of fix it, make it look a little better for sure. And Cultured Desert, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. That $5, if you will. Appreciate the support. Some have been asking about the descent. Will it just be a freefall, or will the player have a way to shift the pod in specific directions? That is a good question. Right now, I want the players to be able to shift the pod a little bit, but I haven't decided how I want to do that yet. I know it's possible, and I know I want to do it. I'm just not certain how I want to do it yet. Okay, I need to know, actually. Let me look over here. What part of this goes up with the door, and what part do I leave down? So that's the hinge. So it's literally this. Okay, so my selection is complete, actually. This is the door, straight up. A sign. Hide. There we go. So now this is what I was looking for. This is the selection. This is the everything minus the pod door on that. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a new thing. I'm gonna call it check photos for how the pod opens in ODST. Okay, I'll check just 1 second. Let me just save this selection. This will be pod look fixed assign. Okay, let me check photos real fast. I doubt but I have the figure scale ODST drop pod. Interesting. Could be helpful, potentially. Plus, make a police forget. What the hell? What's a forget? I don't see what you're talking about in photos. You said I sent photos, but you didn't tell me where exactly. You just said in photos. All right, anyway, so we've got this selection going. This is going to be really good for our drop pod here. And the way that I'm going to do this is going to take everything back, unselect it. Let's see, did I get it? Select, here, okay, yeah. So this is the fixed part. Beautiful. Actually beautiful. Cool. Oh wait, it looks like I did miss a glass part. Oh, you know what? No, that's from the other piece, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Okay, okay. So I did actually. So I'm gonna select these little bits here. I just want to make sure the selection's really good because I really don't want to have to go back and like, oop, what the fuck? I don't even know what hotkey I just pressed. That's rude. But I really don't want to have to go back and reselect. So I'm just gonna take a second to quickly get everything. Looks good, looks good. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, those are all the inside panels. Those go to also pod look fixed. Now when we select. This is pod look fixed now. We hide it all. I don't think we're missing anything now. I think that was everything. Fantastic. Cool. Now, with that being said, it is about time to get this fully animated again. For real this time. So, okay, we went through all that work, and the reason we went through all that work is because now I can deselect pod look. No, sorry. Remove pod look from the door hinge. And now, the reason we just went through all that pain is so we can do, hopefully this works, let's see, this. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, it looks mildly scuffed, but it's more realistic to how ODST pods are supposed to go. We'll see how it looks in game. But yeah, that is supposed to be how the pod works. And it goes boom, comes down. You know what's funny though? You know what I realized now? Let me see this. Yeah, Bungie actually fucked this up too. Because I ripped the model straight out. You see these like harsh lines right here? You know what those are? It's these. It's the corners of the pod. In that cutscene, the actual corners of the pod also come down with it. It's literally like Bungie just got lazy because they didn't think anyone would notice that the entire front of the pod comes down instead of just the door. But we know better. We're gamers, and we know better. We do better than the game developers. Chance Bond with another $5 super chat. Thank you very much for your support and generousness. Thank you. Well, someone did that. That's why it inspired me. I just felt like making my own to give it a shot and get better at it. It was JS on Discord who did. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. If you want to get better and use that as inspiration, I think that's a fantastic idea. More power to you. That's super cool. Go for it. Send it. Do it. Well, it was dark, hard to notice. Yeah, that's what they were thinking. They're like, they'll never notice. Our gamers are stupid idiots. They're so stupid. They're so not smart and have like 5 whole brain cells. That's what they said. They were. I literally have recordings of them saying that in the Bungie offices. That's what they thought of us. And they were like, they'll never notice because they're so stupid that we did the whole drop pod door there just to simplify the model. God, they're so stupid and silly. They literally say it all the time. It's so annoying. Can you believe those guys? Okay, so it's still looking a little buggy. We're still going to have to do a little bit of fixing on it, but all in all, not bad. Not bad. So we'll touch it up a little later, but let's jump in. Oh, that's so cool. One more time. I'll add the sound effects too, so we're all really immersed. Oh, I'm immersed. I'm so fucking immersed right now. Oh. What does it look like from the outside, I wonder? Let's fucking go! You can get in and out of the pod now. And like, admittedly, it's not perfect. But damn, is it cool nonetheless. Jan's bomb with a 10. Jesus, Jans, you're on fire today. Thank you very much for the 10 bomb. You're huge. Thank you. Also, an update on the Nightingale, the model, was never made for first person. So I had to go back and edit the model and base it off the Falcon and use its landing gear. And it works really good. Really? I'd love to see that. If you haven't posted that at Modding Show Off, do post it. I want to see. That sounds really cool. Oopsies. Oh, I accidentally pressed the button and became the drop pod. Alright, so this is good progress. We can get in the drop pod. The doors will come down and close. We're very immersed. Once it's closed, we should be able to activate a weapon on it now. So that what's going to happen is I'm going to put a weapon on this that's going to hijack It's basically like a weapon. You're not actually going to be firing anything. What it's going to do is the weapon that I'm going to create for this drop pod is going to hijack the right trigger input. So when you hold the right trigger, it's going to play an effect on the pod on the top of it here, okay? And so it'll play an effect of like the jet engine coming to life, smoke contrails spewing out, all right? And it's also going to apply a downward force to the pod. So what's going to happen is whenever you place this pod, you're going to want to put it on like a gravity lift kind of thing. I'm going to make like a sort of gravity lift that like holds it up, right? It pushes it up against something. But when you press the trigger, it's going to go boop, boop, boop. And then on the final boop, plays a massive downward thrust that easily overpowers the grav lift, the little invisible grav lift. And it launches the pod downwards super quickly. You know, screen shaking, you're going crazy. All that. One thing I want to do real quick, because we can do this, because we have the opportunity to do this right now, I'm going to go into the pod's animations, okay? I think you guys are going to find this really, this is going to be a nice little touch. We're going to go into the pod's animations. We're going to add a new effect. Am I making a new map? Yeah, actually, in fact, I'm going to go to the Mombasa map soon. I'm on Ultimate Forge right now, because it's a nice bright testing map. Assume we're going to go to the Mombasa city map for the first time in a while. I'm going to travel on over there. So let's add an effect reference, okay? So I'm going to make a new effect for the closing animation. Going to be under... What was the one that I was thinking of? I think it was under Mantis. FX. Let's just go there real quick, because we're going to need to grab this. I'm going to make a really cool slamming effect for when the... for when the pod closes. So we're gonna do mantis steps, mantis step dot damage effect, mantis steps dot damage, oh yeah, response, and then step impact dot effect. We're gonna take all of these. We're gonna go to the ODST pond. We're gonna do FX, and then I'm gonna make a new folder to keep things organized. I'm gonna call it hatch close. So we're going to put all these in here, and so I'm going to rename it. So the impact is going to be hatch close dot effect. Now the damage effect is going to be hatch close dot damage effect, and this is going to be hatch close shake dot damage effect. So we just got to hook these up real quick, and then we can put it on the animation, and it'll play a cool shaking effect whenever the pod doors close, which will be pretty dope. IMO. Pretty dope. I'd love to start modding, but I've only done modeling in college, but I've never really done anything with my knowledge. You actually should most definitely do that. Just start modding. Modding Halo's easy. You don't even need to know how to code. You can do coding with it, but it's absolutely not required unless you want to do some insanely complicated stuff. Everything I'm doing doesn't require coding. At least everything I've been doing lately doesn't. Jance Vaughn with the $2. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate you. I posted it in Modding General yesterday or so. Really, let me poke around. I'll take a look. Well, let me hook this up because I don't want to forget. My brain will go burr. But I'll look in just a second. So mantis steps dot sound, delete. Oops. Delay. No delay. We're crashing. We're crashing. Particles. I don't think there's going to be any particles for this. I think it's just going to be one event. It's going to be sound and damage, and then we're going to add a damage effect right here, the hatch close damage effect. Now, the cool thing about the ODST drop pod is that we're in first person in it, right? We're in a vehicle, but we're in first person in it. And what's cool about that is we can actually play screen shake effects while we're in first person, unlike in other stuff. So let's take a look at how this works. We'll customize the shake real quick. So duration will be 0.7 seconds. Camera shake, it'll last for a little over a second. Be early. Random translation will be 4 world units. This is gonna be weird and like really intense. Let's see. I'm literally dumb. I didn't even hook it up yet. So on closing, we add an effect to it. Hold on, our music died. Give me 1 second. Let's get some Halo 3 ODST music. You know, really get into that mood, get into that feel. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so let me quickly just add, like I said, the effect into the animation. Hatch close at frame 29, I think. We're on camera. Okay, let's try. Here we go. What would be a good marker to put this on? I'm curious. What markers does it have? FX Breach Steam, FX Door Bolt, FX Retro Rockets. Let's just put it on Pod D. So, Hatch Close effect, yes. It plays the damage effect that we have, which has the camera close shake. Yes, that's good. And then... oh, right. This doesn't even have the thing set. So location, set to replace. Cool. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's try. Okay, no screen shake. I fucked it up. I don't know how, but I fucked it up. We go Pod D will be our marker name. That's where it'll go. That's where it plays the effect, etc., etc. Any environment, either mode. That's fine. Everything's fine. That should be okay. It should have worked. Animation graph's good. It plays at frame 29. Hatch close. Let's refresh it real quick. And let me check real quick, Jans. I want to see what you posted. Jeez, people have been posting a lot lately, haven't they? Oh, I see it now. I'm just scrolling to make sure I was at the right one. Scrolling, gotta get to the most recent one. Damn, okay, I see you. Damn, Green's straight up doing a space battle or two. I gotta put all this on screen soon so you can all see what I'm talking about. It's really cool. Alright, can we get a screen shake? Can we get a screen shake? No! Okay, can we get a sound to play at least? If I can get a sound to play, then we know something's working, right? Wait, what if I'm actually just being dumb and I just set marker name to, like, up? Would that work? I don't think that would work for this. Oh, wait. I'm actually so stupid. It probably is working. But the shake radius should be, like, 1. Does not hurt owner. No, it does. Damage upper bound 0, 0, 0. AoE core radius 0. Radius 1 to 1. Whatever. Everything doesn't matter. We'll turn all that off. Okay, I've just edited the effect, and if we're lucky, hopefully. Nope, still doesn't work. Ah! I just want to shake. I want to shake violently. I want to just shake violently. It's lagging? That's odd. I don't know why. That's super weird. Rip stream, just refresh if it's like lagging really bad. Yeah, we're not getting any shakes happening, unfortunately. We'll work on that later. It really doesn't matter. I've been wasted enough time on this. Let's move on to something more important. Getting the thing to actually activate. We'll close that for now. Do one more test. We are on closing, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. To get this ODST pod fully working, we have to immerse ourselves completely. And the way we're going to do that is by loading into New Mombasa. Let's go, baby! To New Mombasa we go. Alright, I'm going to go make myself some coffee while we load up. Love on my little kitty here, but we're going straight into New Mombasa and dropping in. Alright everybody, welcome to New Mombasa once again. Good to be back. But we're gonna have to do some drops today. Big ODST drops. Is it possible to animate the side doors so they open and close? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that actually. Let's do that real quick before I forget again. I think what I'll do is at the halfway point, I'll have those doors close. Let me turn off the weird ODST music real quick. Yeah, so the side doors are absolutely animatable, and they should have been all along. Kind of screwed up by not making them animated. So let's say rotate Z 45. You're not the door. Oh, you're the door hinge. Hold on. That's the door hinge, which means you're the door. Rotate Z 45. Rotate ZZ negative 45. Is that how wide they'd open? I think they'd probably open wider than that. Rotate ZZ. How much is that? Like 15? Anyway, so the way that I'm going to do it is when it's fully closed like this. Should I have them close first and then the top door close secondary to it? So here's what I'm thinking, right? We've got, let me put the ODST pod down in the map real quick. You guys can see. Vehicles, ODST pod. So when it comes to the ODST pod, these little side doors here, should I make them close like... you know what? This is gonna be a... This is gonna suck. We'll worry about the side doors later, because I'm gonna have to animate these entirely separately, and but they do need to open. And just for the death animation, Yeah, anyway, I've got some ideas. I'll have to work on it, but as you can see, hop in. We're ready to drop. Anyway, let's get the thruster weapon animation working. I need this thing to get fiery, launch straight downwards. So let's look on YouTube real quick to see what the animations actually look like. So Halo 3 ODST intro. We're gonna copy straight out of ODST. Literally, like completely literally. So there's a scene I know of in ODST at the intro cutscene where all of the pods start dropping. Wait for it, here they come. But what does the animation look like? They launch off, and then as they're falling, there's a bright flash. See that bright flash right there? And you see like a blue jet comes up. Okay, let's go slow-mo. We're gonna go slow-mo because we need to copy this effect exactly as it appears. Playback speed, really slow. So wait for it. We've got bright. Okay, breaks off. They're falling now. Then we get bright flash. Actually, less of a bright flash. So there's a lens flare, a bright blue light volume, and then a smoky contrail. In fact, it looks like 2 contrails. Ooh, okay. So we get a bright whitish lens flare, a very tall and thin, like nice blue, what's it called? Light volume, and then a really nice smoke contrail. So see this smoke right here? I'm pretty sure this smoky contrail does not exist in Halo 3. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to port it from Halo 3 and do my own custom contrail using that texture. So I get, so it looks like it's separated into 3 parts. Now, to be sure about how all this works, what I can actually do is I can open assembly, right? I can open up ODST in assembly. I can't open it, unfortunately, with mod tools yet. Not until next week when the ODST tools likely come out. But we can open assembly, and we can open up that map, the very first map. And we can search pod, look for effects, and I'm going to assume rocket firing is the effect. On FX, yeah, this looks right. So there's an event called flash. There's an event called rocket. I can't. No. Alright, so we're looking for rocket flash lens flare. So it's a little tiny, teensy tiny flash, that's all. And then we've got rocket, which is a light volume. And then it's a lens flare, so we knew that. Then there's a contrail and a light. Okay. I literally nailed the effect. I actually nailed it. I knew exactly what it was. That was fucking awesome. I feel super good about that because that means we can confidently go into making this effect and make it look extremely good. Let me grab my coffee real quick and then we're going to begin making this effect. If anyone has connections to G Fuel and they can get me a G Fuel sponsorship, let me know. I'll advertise the fuck out of that. Oh, poured too much creamer. Hold on. No chair. Alright, no chair, not yet. So we're going to need a new effect here. This is going to be pretty straightforward. So in order to make this new effect, we need to have an original effect that's similar to it. So what's kind of similar to a rocket firing effect? Maybe like the projectile effect on an actual rocket launcher would be good. You know, like the one that follows it with like the smoke and everything. So let's go to tags, objects, weapons, whoops. Weapons, and look for support high, rocket launcher, FX, and we're looking for the projectile effect right here, which is going to have the lens flare, the light, and the light volume. That's literally everything we need. Actually perfect. So we'll go back to the ODST pod. Go here. Go to FX, and we're going to do rocket. So this will be our rocket FX. I'm going to call it pod rocket.effect. The lens flare will be pod rocket. Also, so will the lights. And so will the light volume. This should be pretty straightforward to do, I think. It would be nice to do this next week once ODST tools are out, but also, like, it's same difference, you know what I'm saying? Same difference. Alright, we got pod rocket effect, pod rocket lens flare, light volume, etc, etc, etc. Now let's hook them all up, and then we'll start making this effect. In fact, just to add it already, here's what I'm going to do. So that we always see it even when it updates, we'll add an attachment to the ODST pod vehicle. And it's going to be the rocket effect. So now we'll always see it activating. What's behind the door rejected? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? And you never will, because it's a secret. I think I'm just going to reveal a trade secret like that to just anybody. What do you take me for? FX top rocket and FX rocket lens flare. Okay, we've got our two little thingies here. So we've got one event. Well, let's just copy what we can. There's going to be flash and rocket. So two events. We're going to have this rocket. So it's got a couple parts. What are you hiding from us? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh wait, I need a contrail. What do I? How do I not have a contrail already for this? So the rocket's got effect. Oh, it's got the lens flare and the light volume, but I don't have a contrail. Okay, easy money. What's a smoky contrail in the game? How about the Hornet missiles? I don't even know what those are. But yeah, fuck it. Hornet missile contrail, that'll do. So we go to vehicles, Hornet, FX, weapon, Hornet missile, and we'll grab that projectile contrail. Easy, easy. I don't know where things are in the game files. What the hell? All right, so this will be our pod rocket contrail system. And this is how we're going to hook everything up. So first of all, we're going to take this particle system. We're going to put it onto the second event. We're going to call this event rocket. And the first event's going to be, wait for it, flash. Flash and rocket. So rocket's going to get it's going to be the one with the particle system. I'm going to do my best to copy from the actual ODST effect that is used, but I won't do it completely. So in ODST, the way that the effect is laid out is there's two events. The first event is really simple. It just plays a bright lens flare. It's like boom, like, you know, like the rocket's triggered, the fire starts. And then after that, it plays a regular light volume, a more like subdued lens flare, and the contrail and light. So it's just kind of those all together. Okay, so let's keep moving. So one thing I know I'm going to need for sure is in ODST, they have a contrail that uses a texture of pod trail. So the bitmap pod trail was made specifically for ODST. I don't have that, so I need to rip that out of ODST real quick, which thankfully for me is pretty easy. So that's under Halo 3 mods. I'll open up Reclaimer real fast here. And with Reclaimer, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Xbox, or the totally PC version of the map. Excuse me, it stuttered there for a second. That's so weird. And once I have it open, I can just search pod trail, and there it is. Boom. There's pod trail and pod trail wispy. I actually think I need both of these. Let me double check. So pod trail. Let's see, contrail. Oh yeah, so there's two contrails. So one is pod trail and the other is beam. Interesting. Beam. Fuck it. All right, so this is really cool. This is actually a great contrail. Really great contrail. It's a really cool smoky contrail. I could use it for a lot of stuff. I might actually use this for the nuke contrail, to be honest. It would be a lot more optimized than all of those particles I currently have coming out of it. So we will export this to our models folder into, let's do ODST pod. I know I have a folder for it already right there. And I'll put it under bitmaps. Yeah, bitmaps in here. So I'll save you, and then I'll save you. And then we will go there, snag those two new things we just exported. We're going to put those straight into our ODST pod folder. Flash data, enter. So yeah, these can just go into our bitmaps folder, and we can import them. Tool, bitmaps, objects, vehicles, ODST pod, bitmaps. Boom. Just like that, now we have the cool contrails straight out of ODST, really cool smoke. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually kind of obsessed with this smoke texture, because there are no good smoke textures like this in Halo 3, but in ODST, obviously they have this for the drop pod. Can I show this like in a timely manner? Then I have the nuke. I'm sure you guys have seen it when the longsword drops the nuke. It has like that really chunky smoke trail. That's an extremely expensive and taxing on the particle budget. Because, you know, it's an old game. You can't have a gazillion particles rendered on screen. If I can swap out the nuke's contrail with just this, that'll save a lot on performance. So I think I might do that. We'll do some testing a little later in the stream of updating the nuke with this effect. But for now, let's put it onto the drop pod itself. So that should be pretty straightforward. Let's do it. So first and foremost, we have the flash occurs, which is going to have we go under here to you. So the initial flash is going to have a lens flare, and I'm going to call this pod flash.lens flare. So this is going to be a really bright flash that happens at first, and the duration is going to be, I don't know, 0.1 second. And the duration of the new one is going to be just forever, basically. And I do want this to loop. So the loop start event will be rocket. Yeah, cool. And then get set for a combat drop. We got a rocket. Duration bounds will be like, I don't know, 1, probably. Who knows? And then the location of these things will be pretty straightforward. We've got a particle system that goes under FX top rocket. Cool, cool. And then we'll check in Halo 3 ODST how this effect actually works out. And it seems like the parts are as follows. Light volume is attached to the first one. Okay, so everything is attached to the first effect area besides the lens flare, which is attached to the other. So, let's do that. We'll add a part. We'll first add the, not the lens flare, the light volume, which will be attached to the top rocket. Then we'll add the contrail. Then we will add the lens flare, and then we will actually attach that to the lens flare spot. And then last, we'll attach the light. Easy. So theoretically, we now have the entire effect. Let's see. Location FX rocket lens flare and FX top rocket was not found. Run events, age, use parents' position, but world orientation, blah, blah, blah. All of those markers are most definitely on the rocket. Hold on. Let's see. Has it screwed up somehow? It says it can't find the effects, but I find that a little hard to believe. You could probably use that for the updraft of the mushroom cloud. Oh yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Not at all. Markers. FX. Steering rockets. Oh wait, actually they might not be on there. What? FX. No, it is there. FX top rocket and... What's the other one called? FX rocket lens flare. FX top rocket. Okay, I guess I can just do FX top rocket for both and say fuck it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then for last, let's see. Missing effect part and event rocket. Location FX top rocket was not found. I think I might have screwed something up on like the low key here. Run events in parallel. Do not reuse parts. Age creators weapon use position, but can penetrate walls. Can be restarted. Blah 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 blah. No one cares about any of that. FX top rocket most definitely exists on the pod. No doubt about that. But why isn't it cool with that? Like it totally exists. Maybe I need to like reset the map or something. Effects part, pod rocket and event rocket of effect. Location FX top rocket was not found. I don't know how, because it definitely exists. Oh, there we go. I just had to manually input it. Okay, cool. So there we go. Now it's triggering. So this, the effect we originally copied here was the rocket launcher. And now we need to do... Oh, look at that light. That's crazy. It's like flickering like so much. Now the effect that we need is the flare. So let's actually get in this and kind of see, does the light, like, what does it do? Can we see it flickering around and like reflecting on everything? Oh, we can. Look at that. I'm going to make that blue. It's going to like flicker on everything. So let's do that real quick. That'll be super dope. So first and foremost, we will set the rocket. Whoopsies. Is it loading? Okay. So rocket is going to do light volume system, blah, 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 blah. Let's get the light. A very bright light. If we turn it blue, it's going to be so cool to see like a flickering blue light. Yeah, so there's a flickering orange light right now, which is pretty cool. But I want that to be like a nice blue. This is what you're going to see when you're going down. The rocket's just like... The lights are flickering everywhere. That's cool. That's cool. Now then, there's a couple more things we need to do. One, there's like smoke particles from the rocket itself. And this lens flare, like... I don't know what it's doing, but we're going to fix that. The rocket lens flare is going like pew, pew, pew. Yeah, the radius curve is supposed to be fixed. In fact, let's take a look. I think we can see some of the details of the lens flare in old Halo 3 ODST. Yeah, but if you want to know what's behind the door, it is more cats, by the way. There's like 40,000 of them. If I open the door, they'll just like, it's like a liquid. They just come flying down. Holy shit, James Turner with the 50 bomb. Jesus Christ. James, thank you. You're insane, dude. What the hell? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Holy fuck, that's a really generous super chat. Really, really appreciate the support. Thank you. So keep up the good work. Also, would you be interested in some files from the Wolves team for the Mech Assault remaster as additional vehicles? I would love to see a Puma in the game. Oh my god, the Puma. I'd love to see Ragnarok in the game as well. That would be so sick. Yeah, I'd actually be interested in seeing those. I didn't even know they remastered Mech Assault. When did they remaster Mech Assault? I used to play Mech Assault all the time. I had no idea there was a remaster. Yeah, that's... First of all, yes, thank you. You're fucking insane. Appreciate it. Second, yes. Fuck yes. Puma was cool. I think Puma was like the faster, slightly like smaller, more agile one, if I recall. But fuck yeah, I had no idea they were even remastered. That's sick. Zero to 0.5, radius 1.5. Jesus, 50 bomb. What does fuck I do? This dude. Tint power 10. I prefer the mad. Oh my god, these names. I haven't heard these names in so long. Mad Cat and Puma and Ragnarok. So, I miss that. James Turner again with a huge super chat. 10. Thank you so much. What the fuck, dude? You're so generous. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Holy fuck. There's a community-made remake of the game that's in mid-alpha right now. I am helping add the Mega Mantis to it. No shot. You're adding the Mega Mantis from Halo 4 into a fan-made... Okay, that's so sick. That is so fucking sick. That is so fucking cool. I now understand, like, why you wanted everything. You're like, okay, everything makes so much more sense now. All right. One. Blah, 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 blah. Radius 1.5 to 1.5. Brightness 0 to 0.5. Radius curve. Alright, let's see. Did that do anything? Yeah, there's that lens flare for the pod. Why is it flickering, though? Should not be flickering. Is it because the brightness? Yeah, brightness curve is just going to have to be fixed, I think. Or not? There we go. That is the lens flare. It's beginning, guys. It's fucking beginning. By the way, can you send me some links to that, James? I would love to see, if you could like DM me some links. That sounds absolutely badass. Has 343 ever contacted me before? I mean, like, not really. I know, like, that 343, like, I know some of the MCC team people, but, like, not in the sense that, like, I know them. I'd love to, like, work with 343 and stuff, like, theoretically, but I don't know. They don't seem, like, too open to the possibility of that, so that's alright. Oh, that's so sick. Alright, let's keep this effect rolling. We've got more stuff to add. So, next up, we have the light volume to add. Oh, you sent me. I see you. Wolves game. Okay, can't reveal more than this at the moment. Roger that. Roger that. I'll take a look at it shortly, though. Thank you. God, that's so cool. I literally was talking about Mech Assault so much because I've been working on the mechs, too. That's so funny. Okay, light volume system. Is it just me, or does the pod look a little squeezed? I think it might just be you. This is actually how the pod looks, normally. At least in ODST. Although these side parts are going to open in the future, but... other than that, no, it's pretty much the pod. I am tempted, though, to double-side these. I think double-siding might end up looking pretty good. Tempting. 343 is hiring right now? Yeah, but they're looking for, like, real professionals. I'm just a modder. Like, they're a real... Like, they're not a ragtag bunch of people, you know? Like, I'm pretty ragtag. They are not. They need professionals in the industry. At least it seems like that anyway. I mean, shit, if I'm wrong, somebody from 343 says otherwise, let me know. I'd love to work on Halo. Got a lot of fun ideas. I know the engine pretty damn well. But I know that ain't happening. Alright, so there's one light volume system from here. Let's say it's the hot core part. And pretty straightforward. I just need to copy the light volume from this shot here. Let me go back a little. So it launches, boom. Okay, so the light volume is actually like pretty tame, all things considered. It's just kind of a little jet, really. Alright, so let's see, what's our light volume look like right now? Oh wait, I have to refresh, I can't even see it. So here's our light volume. The rocket light volume. So I actually need to invert it, I think. I don't know why I'm in assembly. So to do this, what I'm going to need to do is have profile thickness kind of falls off here. OMG drop pods? Absolutely, Ricky. Absolutely. You've got more experience with Halo than more than half the people I've met that worked at 343? Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, hey, alright, you know what? If there's a 343 employee out there and they're like, oh, we're so super fucked. Listen, I do know the engine. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but I do, in fact, know the engine. Hi, now, nice to meet you. How's it going? It's me, the guy who knows the engine. And Halo. Played Halo my whole life. How's it going? You looking good? Sheesh. Might have to flip this marker around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to flip this marker around. Let's get the thickness. Let's get it nice and thick. Oh my god, that's really thick. A little too thick if you ask me. What's half of 30 is 15, 20. Yeah, that's like 275. Or no, wait, was it 1275? Half of 30 being 15, let's say like 0.17. Fuck it, I'm not a mathematician. Hey, that's pretty good. It's still a little too thick though. Fuck. Let's do 0.1. Let's do like 0.2 to 0.1, and then we'll do the length a little bit long. No, you know what? I might not even need to do the length a little longer. It's just because it's stuck inside this thingy. You can get into the MCC team rejected? I don't know. MCC would probably rather not pay me and then instead just let me make content like they already know I'm going to. Not like they pay that close of attention to me, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm a modder in the community. Like, why would you pay me when you could also just not pay me? Big brain. Think about it. I'm gonna do this anyway. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. I will do this anyway. I'm not gonna stop. They want official content that I can add with like their full access tools. Now that's another story. I'm definitely here for that. But yeah, like they straight up just don't even have to pay me. I'm just out here regardless. Okay, what is the bit? Okay, I'm a little confused here because I want to check the lens flare real quick. I think there might have actually been a custom bitmap for their lens flare that I should grab. Nope, just simple flare. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Anyhow, it looks like... Can I invert this? Is there like a thing that lets me invert? There's no flag to like flip it? Damn, that sucks. That freaking sucks, man. Are you making the drop bay from ODST? I'm just making the drop pod. For now, anyway. That's the extent of it, but... FX top rocket. I'm gonna need you to rotate 180 degrees. And I'm gonna need to re-export you out as a jointed model skeleton. And then I'm gonna need you promptly to get the fuck in the folder. Get the fuck in the folder! Alright, let's get that render model banked back out. Okay. We've got the render model banked out, which means, look at that! Our little rocket jet's working. Love to see it. Now, how much bigger? Should we make the rocket jet bigger than that, or do you think that's going to be good? That might actually be good. Maybe like a touch longer is what I'm thinking, or like make the brightness spread out more. Let me make the brightness spread out a little bit more. I think that's under intensity, right? Yeah, profile intensity is 5:1. What if I flatten it out at 2? If I flatten it out at 2, that might look a little nicer. Yeah, okay, 5:2 feels better. Like, it's a little less dull on the tip. I think it's a cool little rocket jet. Little... We get the flickering light and everything, too. That's pretty cool. Now we gotta add the smoke, though. Maybe a bit larger. I think it's actually about the right size. It's not a very big fiery jet. It's a pretty small jet, but, like, powerful. I think, though, what needs to happen next is I need to get the that contrail working. If I'm not mistaken, the contrail right now is basically non-existent. So let's open up the contrail, kind of see what it looks like right now. I think if I could just like probably drag this around in game right now and see the contrail in action. Actually though, let me chill for a second because I just have like way too much stuff placed down on this map actually. There's so fucking much. Let's place down a drop pod. Yeah, there is a contrail, and there's smoke particles too. Although we don't actually need smoke particles on it, funnily enough. But we can just live with the contrail only. Thoughts on playing the video game Minecraft? Pretty epic poggers, dude. Minecraft's pretty epic. Pretty cool game. Right, contrail system. So we're gonna do one trail here, and we're gonna grab the bitmap that we got out of Halo 3 ODST. So right now it's using basic trail, and we're gonna do objects, vehicles, ODST pod, bitmaps, and we're gonna grab the pod trail bitmap. Nice. Let's see what that looks like already. Ooh, progress. Needs to be a lot bigger though. So here's how I think it should work. So the color, I'm gonna show you guys a really cool trick here in a second. I think you're gonna find interesting. But first, let me change the scale of this, because right now it is a little bit weird. So profile size, I think it should get bigger, actually. I think it should start at like 0.3 and like end up getting bigger at like 0.5 over time. Maybe even bigger than that, honestly, like 0.7. But then I do need the emission rate should be like 2, maybe. Does that change the tiling? Okay, no. 20 was good. It's the tiling I'm looking for is under... Where's the tiling? What's that under? Cutoff, blah, 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 blah. Emission rate, blah, blah. Maybe it's not the lifespan that I care about. That's fine too. Is it offset? It's not offset. What is it under here? I've actually never had to worry about this. Oh, duh, UV tiling. Let's do 1:1 instead of 2.5, maybe? Yeah, 1:1 looks good. So, I'm cool with that. Then we've got alpha blend. The color, though, is absolutely wrong. So this is the trick. So, Bungie has a really nice trick where when they have a contrail like this, you might be wondering like, oh, that's kind of weird, right? Like a white smoke is coming off it. Shouldn't the smoke like reflect a little bit of light? To which the answer would be, yeah, absolutely. The smoke should reflect a little bit of light. And so you might be wondering like, okay, well, how would you get away with that? Well, you fake it till you make it. You make the pod kind of have like a bluish color, and then it fades to or you make the smoke have bluish and then kind of go to grayish. But then you could like add a little dot, right? You could, let's do a little spline on both of these. So then it's only blue for like a split second before it kind of like goes up to being gray. And so, why does it look so bad actually? Do I have this imported wrong? The coloring on it's like, ew. Ew. Set to alpha blend, which is fine. Wait, maybe the pod trails imported something else like tags, FX, bitmaps, contrails, bitmaps, basic trail. What are you imported as? You're just diffuse map? Palletized, effects only. Okay, so I'll switch over to that then. So it's under tags, objects, vehicles, ODST pod, bitmaps, ODST trail. Okay, so we'll switch this over to palletized and re-import real quick. I think it's crashed me before. So let me just save real quick, just in case this crashes me again. Save it as palletized, re-import bitmap. And we switch back to game. And I crashed. God damn it! How did I know that was going to happen? And why can't I make it a palletized thing? Am I going to crash every time now? Is it possible to add the parachute umbrella? Yeah, no, it has the parachute umbrella, actually. It does. 100%, yeah. Are you able to set up a spawn system where the players start by flying into the map in a pod? With scripts? Yeah, for sure. It's possible. Right now, I'm going to make sure this is going to work as like a vehicle forge object that you could place in the map. Okay, yeah, so by setting this to palletized effect, there's some other thing I must have missed, I guess. I don't really know, but it did not like that. I'm going to switch it back to diffuse and re-import that. Alright, anyway. So, as I was saying though, you kind of want to like tint the effect blue. But like quickly make it get out of the blue area. Like that. And then basically the trail will start as blue here, where it's close to the blue light, and then it'll turn white, and it'll kind of have the illusion of being of the blue light casting onto it. At least that's what's supposed to happen. I might not actually be able to get away with it because texture issues like that I don't understand actually, that are really strange, cause crashes by changing a texture format. Il3 New Mombasa Forge Battle Royale. Literally, that's kind of what this map is, to be honest. This might be a way out there, but there are working cameras that were cut on the level of the pit. I don't know if that would work in the drop pod, though. No, it would totally work, actually. 100%, that could work. But I'd have to look into how specifically it works, because I don't know if that's something you can just willy-nilly set up, or if it has to be baked into a map. But yeah, those cameras absolutely are a thing, and you can mess with them. Your mom, Bossa. Not very epic of you to say that. Why is it just completely blue? What the fuck? Wait, what? It's literally just completely blue. Input effect A scale. No, particle profile. Where's lifetime? Contrail age. Yeah, contrail age. That's better. Yeah. That checks out. Oh, no, not contrail age. Game time? What the fuck? Profile age, maybe? Yeah, I think profile age. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's like blue at the start and then white elsewhere. But is it the faster I move, the better it is? No, it's not. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tile this UV like 0.5, I think. And then I'm going to have it scroll a little bit. How many tiles per second? Like 0.2 tiles per second should do it. Yeah, now that's starting to look pretty cool. That's a cool smoke effect already. Let's see what that looks like from a distance. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, rip, the ODST died. Let's try that again here. Cool. Rip. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh wait. The pod coming in. Progress. The effect is looking nice though, I will say. I think the smoke might need to be a little thicker though. It's kind of thin. And I like them thick. Let's put it in. Scale, profile size, 0.3 to 0.7. We'll put it up to like 1. 0.5 to 0.1 might look a little nicer. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think I might increase the lifetime as well. It's a little bit short. Just a little bit. I think it was set to like 1 second lifetime if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, lifespan 1. Well, let's like double it, right? How bad could that be? It's a little squished as well. I'm gonna unsquish it. I think the UV tiling might need to be down to like 0.3. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, that's cool. I like the way that smoke looks now. Yeah, that looks good. We're making good progress here. Thick chair. Fuck yeah. The pod should drop faster? Yeah, don't worry, it will. So what's going to happen is, right now it's just gravity is taking over, but the next thing I need to do with this effect is, I'm not going to apply it, I guess I could apply it temporarily, now that I think about it, but basically I'm going to add an acceleration to this part. So what I do is, I go, this is where the effect is that we've been adding. This has like all the lens flares and everything on the right here. But if I go to down and scroll a little bit, I can add an acceleration to it from the FX top rocket. And I can add the acceleration of like 5 to it. And now, in game, I think it's accelerating automatically now. I think if I put it to like -5, it should go like straight up into the air actually. I think I set it up right. Let me double check though. Inner cone angle. Oh, you know what? I might need to set it to, well, let's see actually. Inner cone angle 90 degrees, outer cone angle 90 degrees, blah, blah, blah. Fine, fine. So I don't think it's having any effect. Let's set it to like 50 and we'll see if it has an effect or not. Doesn't look like it, so I think we need to change the marker actually. So we'll add a new location. Call it camera? Let's try camera. That's a good marker. Let's see, does that send it flying into space? Sure doesn't. Let's see, any environment, any mode. Yep, that's totally fine. Oh, right, accelerations needs to be on camera. Love the ODST theme in the background. Good, I'm glad. Oh, whoopsies. No, yeah, it's already set to camera. So we've got our effect acceleration on the rocket event, which is correct. Oh, do I have to enable accelerations? Run events in parallel. Use parent position, but world orientation can't. No, okay, so I don't need to check it there. That should be good. I think everything there is good too. Accelerations are set 30. 45. Boom! Let's see if Green's around. He knows how this works. In fact, no, wait, now that I think about it, I can snoop into his stuff that I have still. He has objects, weapons. What did he call it? Objects, weapons. It's not under melee, is it? I have to sneak into his stuff. Where is it? Set the marker to gravity? Oh. It doesn't seem to be having an effect. Maybe it's because... No, it's looping too. But maybe I just don't set the cone angles. That's odd. It's still not having an effect. Well, really quickly, regardless, I'm gonna fix the light volume system a little bit. Or not the light volume, the contrail. I'll get back to the acceleration in a second, because I just noticed the contrail is disgusting me. And what I mean by that is the blue color isn't quite what I think it should be. Halo Infinite Forge looking a little different. Ah, yeah, Halo Infinite Forge, as you can see here, is quite interesting. Profile alpha, okay, so... like there, that's fine. And then the color. Is there an intensity one as well? Profile intensity, aha. So 1 to 2. So it should start here and then drop to 1. We'll spline on that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm basically going to make it glow a little bit for as long as it's blue. And then fade out. I'm going to make this a lot more blue, I think. Let's see how that looks. The blue color is wrong, but I actually kind of like that. Maybe like a lighter blue like that, I think. Try that again. Ooh, it's a little too greenish now. A little more blue like that I think will do. Ooh. Still a little too green though, what the fuck? Bruh. There, that's the kind of the right blue. Now I do need to up its saturation intensity. Very nice. Ah, too saturated though. This is a tough balance to strike, damn. Gotta get it just right or else it's kind of in that uncanny valley. It's a shame. I don't want to up the intensity too much, but I'm gonna do it just as a test. Shame we don't get more control over the curves. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that for now. All right, that being said, now we can go back to trying to get this thing to accelerate, because it really should be accelerating. But unfortunately, alas, it is fucking not. And I think I might actually know why that is. We'll set the acceleration to like 500. We cannot fuck that up. It will literally be 500. Inner cone angle. Oh, yeah. Green! Green, where are you? I need to know. Where did you save your punch weapon? I have it in here. I want to just see if you have your cone angle set so I can know if... I need to like debug this really quick, but I don't know where the fuck you saved. You save things in like weird places sometimes. Yeah, no, I know. This just as a test. I thought your thing was under melee. I could have sworn it was. Angles about 0. Oh, okay. So I'm just doing it wrong then. Oh! My acceleration scale is set to like nothing. That's why. There we go. It's a little rocket ship. ODST pod going into orbit. Alright, let's fucking, I'll fix it. Do -2 on gravity. Let's try that again. Oh no, now we can set it to 2 because the marker's not backwards anymore. Boom. I'll set it to 1 just so that it's like more fun. Let's say you're all the way up here, right? We can watch now the ODST drop from orbit. How high can this map go? Let's find out. Okay, all the way up to there. So pretty high. So here's New Mombasa, right? Beautiful city. Here's an ODST dropping in. Damn, they really dropped in though. Holy shit. That's speed and ferocity. Whew. Damn, holy shit. Let's sit here, we'll watch it one more time. Your friend could be loading into the map. You're like, oh, hold on, I'm at your spawn point. Pod comes in at like orbital speeds. Let's go. Oh, wait, I want to watch that one more time, but I want to watch it from up here. Oh, that's fucking cool. Alright, alright. But now, what does it look like? Alright, now we have to hook it up to a weapon. That way we can manually fire the pod down. Which means we need to go back. Alright, so now we have to make like a weapon for this. I'm literally just going to copy the Warthog horn because the Warthog horn like only exists to play an effect. How about giving it some heat effects on the bottom? I might. So not a bad idea. I'm actually going to lower the acceleration a little bit just so we can get a longer drop time. So is it accelerating faster? Yeah, so basically I added an acceleration speed right here on it. And it really sends it flying. You'd be turned to jelly if you landed that hard. Yeah, I know. I'm like trying, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should lower the acceleration just a teensy bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. Oh yeah, the Seraph is in the cutscene. Yeah, I had the Seraph back in Halo 3 before we even had model importing tools because it was in a cutscene on the Ark. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. right, so I'm going to delete the effect now from the pod vehicle. I removed the effect from it. And then we're going to make a weapon out of the warthog. So warthog, weapon, warthog horn. So we're going to copy that. It's the only really good thing for this that we can just instantly get. Put it into here, add weapon, and this will be... What should we call the weapon that activates it? The rocket pod... I guess we'll just call it the pod rocket weapon. And this is basically just going to exist to launch the rocket downwards. That's literally what it exists for. So let's do... So it's got two functions. Export a test primary charge. So if it is charged, it will... Actually, let me think about this. Do I want it to activate while it's launching, or do I want it to be like a firing effect? I guess it should probably activate while it's going, yeah. You can kind of boost an air brake. Yeah, air brake could be kind of cool. So like, yeah, I could definitely do an air brake, actually. That would be really easy. Like, you know what I'll do, actually? I'll have it, so one thing will launch the top rocket, and then another thing will do like air brakes where it like launches little jets off the bottom. And then it like activates the parachutes when you fire that. I could totally do that. So let's see, what is it's a firing effect if I'm not mistaken. Or is it an attachment? Oh yeah, it plays the sound looping of the warthog horn, but instead we're going to do the ODST pod effect. Tags, objects, vehicles, ODST pod. Hey Thunder! Can't wait to see what you come up with. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get real creative with this. Effects. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll do, sorry, rocket, and then the pod rocket dot effect, marker, FX, top rocket. And then I think it's literally all I have to do. Now I can just put this on the vehicle as the weapon. And I think that's it. I guess we'll know this worked if when I get in, we see a blue light start firing. So we're going to start falling for a second. This is literally just as a test. It's not going to work perfectly, but... Alright, here we go. We're probably falling. Alright, and fire. We're firing. Not seeing anything happen. We're just falling at a regular speed, and... Okay. I guess I'll put a pod down here and see if it works. Oops, don't want the albatross, I want the ODST drop pod. Oh, now it works. I'm just stacking the effect though. That was weird, why didn't it work up there? Maybe I needed to reset the map. Oh, you know what? It looks like the light continues to play. Yeah, that's why. I was like tripping out. So the reason I was getting so confused is because the light doesn't turn off. I have to go manually into the actual light tag. And I think I have to you have to like set it specifically so that the light can disappear or something. What is it? Render... Delete when attachment deactivates. Yeah, delete the effect when the attachment deactivates because it has a light on it. So let me refresh real quick. That should make it so when I stop pulling the trigger, the light will turn off now because lights are kind of done weirdly in engine. We go boom, we activate, and then let go. No, the light's still going. Maybe the attachment's not fully deactivating. Is that why? What does the attachment do on the weapon? Primary skills, primary firing. It's still playing. This would be important to debug because if the light doesn't turn off, that would be pretty awful. So there's the effect, blah, blah, blah. Where's the light? I just had it open. I don't know why I closed it. Move, render, don't render split screen, render third person only, shadow casting, allow shadow, no, that's fine. Intensity, fall off, lifetime, destroy light after 1 second. I think that might actually fix it. Let's see. Because now it should respawn every 1 second, but it should also destroy itself every 1 second. Because now it does destroy itself after 1 second, but it doesn't respawn. You can see, well, you could see it there briefly. You're doing God's work. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Let's see what else. Destroy light after 1 second. Okay, now it's just... Oh, I'm actually dumb. I need to reset it sometimes because it's a light tag. Wee, wee, wee. Oh, look at that. I can rock the pod back and forth. That's kind of funny. Oh, can I tip the pod over if I just keep holding W? Oh, yeah, I could roll the pod slightly. So you actually do already have a little bit of control over the pod when you're in it. That's cool. You could add the effects of the gravity hammer when it hits the ground. It'll definitely be a lot more detailed than the gravity hammer. I can assure you of that, Andy. God, that's so satisfying. Oh my god. Just where the pod would fall. Oh, is it? Is it falling? Oh, it is. Look at that. They both blew up and the doors came off. Okay, now my thoughts on the matter are as follows. Needs a nice little shake, a nice clanky sound when the door closes. Yeah, I was trying to add you, or I was trying to not add you, put that in earlier, and I didn't quite get it where I wanted, unfortunately. I'm trying to think here. I know exactly what I'm trying to do. Maybe a little sidetracked. Mind if I tag you in as we go for it? You don't have to ask for my permission. They destroy light after 0 seconds. Don't want it to be destroyed after any seconds. Instead, what we want is the brightness variable. Input variable, primary charged. Right? Primary firing. If we're lucky, I guess what we want. It's still going and I let go and... No, didn't work. Output modifier. Oh wait, I'm actually dumb. Intensity, brightness. Is intensity brightness? I guess it is. The input, primary firing. Let's see, maybe that'll do it. Maybe sorta, maybe. Let's see. Door closes. How can we play our newer mods? There's a download link to Ultimate Forge 0.3 Alpha on my Discord server. Okay, that also didn't work. Why? Why? Delete when attachment deactivates. Yes. How do you get it so where a light disappears? There's a method that Bungie used all the time, and I can't think of what it is, and I'm losing my fucking mind. What is it? Energy blade. No, what's a... Okay, plasma pistol has a light, as a firing dot light, right? How do they get it to disappear? Destroy light after 0.1 seconds. They literally just have a fixed amount of time that the light exists for. Look at this. This is the plasma pistol light. When you fire, it just disappears automatically after 0.1 seconds. What the fuck? That's cheating. You can't do that. So I can't use that method. Okay, okay. But what about this? The energy sword has a light, right? Blade on dot light. It destroys after 0 seconds, but this is what we're looking for. The effect. Blade on dot effect. This will show us what they do to make the light disappear. And then we'll steal that. Glad to see you're still working on the map, Shotty. Hell yeah, you already know. Love it. Alright, so... Events, third person. Where's the light? What? Okay, that's not the effect I was looking for. Blade activate dot effect. Blade activate dot effect. Events light. Okay, light parts blade activate. Sword ready dot sound. So we have this light. I think this is the light that disappears really quickly. So let's check. It is blah blah blah. Don't care. Not interested. Ugh! Oh wait. I'm stupid. And that's a fact. That's a promise. I know why this isn't working. Because the light doesn't go in the effect. The light goes as an attachment on here. And it also uses primary firing as its thingy and has the effects top rocket. That's why I have learned the errors of my ways. And now, I know. I know how this works. Beep. Is it gonna disappear? No? It should though, right? Yeah, primary scale. Have the light. Destroy light after 1 second. How about that? Alright. It works. It works. Oh, I lied. I hate lights. Fuck lights. There's no lights. Nobody gets any lights, alright? Fuck you. Fuck your lights. Fuck the world. Oh my god. There are no lights. There's the light system in Halo 3 sucks big dicks. It's not good. It's just not. It's a shitty system. Bungie had like weird hack. Instead of actually making it work, Bungie had weird hacky solutions for it. Oh my god, why? Why can't the light system in Halo 3 just work? Ugh. I'm trying to think here. Trying to think. If we can't do the light right now, that's actually fine. I don't actually mind that. I'm cool with that. But what I do mind is that that effect is no longer working with the weapon to make it launch. Pod door closes, then I fire the weapon. Boom. Jet's going. But it only lasts like a fixed amount of time for some reason. Oh. I'm stupid. You remember just a second ago when I was screaming about the light like some kind of maniac? Yeah, it turns out it actually did work and I had it set up right. But and this is a funny story, the Warthog horn actually has ammo. Yeah. So, like it... Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Hayden B, thank you for the $2. I like your high charity profile picture. Here's some pity money to cheer you up. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I'm just... Yeah, it does. It has ammo. Sort of. Well, it's kind of has ammo. It has a charge. If you hold it for too long, it like fires, and then you have to wait before you can use it again. And I was holding it for too long. Heat generated per round 0, 0. Is that gonna fix it? Maybe. I think this might fix it. Let's see. Yeah, that's why the horn stops working. Yeah, 10 seconds I think is the longest you can hold it. It's because it's charging like a plasma pistol. So let's keep holding it here. Yeah, it looks like I extended its time now. Now it can launch like infinitely. Okay, that also reminds me now too. There is the there's another lens flare. So this is about to look really cool, by the way. There's a lens flare. There's that cool little blue lens flare that I have. But also I forgot there's the initial flash when the rocket activates. And I forgot to make that one look like really good. So let me fix that real quick. Occlusion offset distance 1 towards viewer, blah blah 0. No, nobody cares. 1. Don't auto fade. Cool, cool. Runtime flags is set. KK. Radius curve. Okay, radius curve is gonna be like 5 to 5 to be real. Here's gonna be a bright. Oh, okay, maybe not. Well, yeah. 3 to 3. Brightness curve is gonna be like 4 to 4. And the color is gonna be like a very bright blue. Let's see how that looks. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a seizure if I leave it that big. Okay, give me a sec. Radius curve will be, let's do 1.5 to 1.5, just keep it pretty standard. And then the time on this will be 0.5, making it 5 times longer. Let's see. Too long. And I think I kind of got that lens flare backwards. Let's try that again. Not bad. It's a little too long still, I think. Do 1.5. It's okay. It's a little weird that it gets smaller though. 1.5 into like 0.1. Point 5. I think maybe making it white was a mistake. I'll do like orangish red kinda. Yeah, it's kind of like it launches up and out. I think that's pretty cool. Kind of like the activating. All right, let's do a test now. And also let's set the camera track on the vehicle to be really far back, because currently I think it's like a very close camera track. It's a Ghost D camera track. Let's do like dropship camera track. Where's dropship camera track? Yeah, so let's zoom out a little bit. So when we hack our way into third person mode, it looks a little better. We can see the pod now. Okay, this is gonna be really cool. I hope you guys are ready for this. We're definitely going to die on impact, but listen, ODSTs already know that that's a possibility when they go down, okay? They already know. This is not new information for us. Okay, here goes. Fire the thrusters. Launched us down so fast. Holy shit. Now we have control over the thrusters too. Like, obviously it falls thanks to gravity, but like... that's pretty cool. Let's do it from first person now. We should still be able to see the light from first person of the... Okay. We are falling, but we're going to accelerate now. Doors closed. Fire. I need to add a screen shake to this for sure. We're still falling. We're still falling. Okay, let's add some screen shake. I think that's going to make a really big difference here. It needs some noisy shaking when dropping. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, whoops, I accidentally closed the vehicle. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Gorilla real quick. Already looking good. I really like how this is turning out. It's pretty similar to how I had it back on Arcbound, but obviously the animations and stuff. Pretty sick. On death impact is actually realistic. Yeah, it's kind of pissing me off though. I don't want fall damage like that. And the fall damage doesn't actually happen in multiplayer. I think it's because I have it set on single player or something. So whatever. Whatever. I don't even. Who cares? Whatever, man. Maybe I can make it so that the collision damage is like less. Doesn't the shoot deploy and violently slow the pod at a certain altitude? I don't know. Every time the shoot deploys, I just think of the Halo 2 one where the shoots fail violently. What was I doing though? Oh, right, we're gonna get the screen shake on here. So screen shake should theoretically be really easy to add. I think we can set it to... how would I add screen shake, I guess? We probably want it on the whole way down, right? Add your nuke effect when the pod lands. Yeah, actually though. Pod flash. That's fine as a part there. That's when the flash happens. And under rocket, we will add a, new part onto FX top rocket. This is going to be our screen shake. So we actually do need to go and duplicate our screen shake really quick from FX, patch close. So we'll have, delete that. We need a damage effect called rocket shake damage effect and rocket shake damage response effect. So we're going to add in the rocket shake damage effect. And let's go inside our rocket shake damage effect to make sure everything's set up right. I think it is. If it doesn't work, I have a really quick way of fixing it, which is literally just copying one that I am certain works. But I think this is good, so this is where we actually get our shake values, so we should definitely be seeing some kind of shaking here, I think. Yeah. We'll see some... if this is a valid shake, screen shake effect, then we'll see this working here. Otherwise, I'll just go steal one from like a rocket launcher explosion or something, which I know will work, obviously, so... okay, yeah, no screen shake. No bueno. Let's fix that. Before we fix that, though, bathroom break. Enjoy the chair content. Here you go. AJ with the $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Support. Good to see you, by the way. I had to delete my parking garage to make room in my ultimate forge map. Sag! You had to delete your parking garage? What the fuck? I miss old AJ. Old AJ would never delete the parking garage. Just kidding. I'll add better forge pieces so that you don't have to delete your parking garage in the future. That was pretty violent, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Is this Halo? Absolutely. It sure is. It's Halo 3 to be exact. I have an idea. This might be brave. See what happens if the pod hits a building. Will it bounce? With the settings that I have on physics right now, I don't think it'll bounce. I think it'll just like slam into it and go straight down. We'll see though. I can test it out. I should also test out if you can turn while falling, which you should be able to do. But like I said, I'll have to test it and see. Oh, great. Sorry, I was getting a little scatterbrained there. Let's delete the shaking from the effect and instead get a little bit big brain here. If the shaking isn't going to work via an effect, we can, however, instead, maybe, just maybe, sort of, kinda, set it to... Wait. Hold on, let me try something before I get distracted by the screen shake again. When I'm here in this pod, I can move a little bit. You can see me moving, like, slightly, right? But when you're up in the air, how much can you move with these settings? Because I want people to be able to rotate themselves. You won't really be able to make informed decisions about where you're taking yourself, but at least you'll have the freedom, you know? Okay, yeah, in the air, look, you have really good control over where you... Oh my god. What was that? Oh, I didn't save it. So, sorry, every time I would boost, it would destroy me with a giant rocket launcher explosion. That's why I died so violently and abruptly there. Let's try that again. So yeah, it looks like you actually do have pretty good control over the pod in the air. Let's see if I can aim myself. Here we go. Firing main thrusters. Oop. And then, you know, it would automatically detect that we hit the ground, and then it would go boom, and the door would blast off, and then I would get out. And there would be like a cool effect, and you know, it would be a whole thing. It would be a whole experience, if you will. What I'm realizing though is by setting this to the gravity marker, I need to set it to FX top rocket instead. That way you can aim with it, because by setting right now, when you fire downwards, what's happening is the pod is actually accelerating straight towards the ground rather than accelerating depending on where the pod is aimed. So now I updated it, and now we will accelerate to the direction the pod is aiming. So we didn't really actually have control before. Now we do. Now we're accelerating backwards. At least we should be. I lied. Turns out our acceleration is poo-poo baby shit and it is not doing anything. We're doing -5 now as our acceleration, and try that again. Alright. Again. We go again! Okay. How much control do we have here? Is the acceleration not working now? Oh, he bounced. Interesting. It almost seems like the acceleration isn't working all of a sudden. Guess we can try again. A little bit of debugging, you know how it is. Try again. How fast do we go down? Yeah, the acceleration just stopped working entirely. We're just falling at regular gravity speed. Okay. Is the height limit the max it can be? No, I could make it even higher. This is just what I arbitrarily had it set to. So wait, why wasn't it working before? I forget. It was working because the pods... Let's try this. Can I just go launching upwards if I reverse the effect? No, it's actually just like, it's as if the acceleration box is no longer working at all. Excuse me? Okay, yeah, what if I took the accelerations block and I put it on flash? Is that gonna do anything? It ain't doing shit. Made a vampire AI and it can shoot backwards. Oh, that's pretty dope. Okay, door closes. Pod fires. But you can see we're not accelerating in any particular direction. We're literally just falling. What the fuck is up with that? That's not cool. I don't jive with that. Is there a way to temporarily apply an overshield so they don't die after? Yeah, no, they won't die. That would be kind of cool though if they like lost all their shields on impact. I'm really dumbfounded though, to be honest. Like, why the fuck is it just all of a sudden not working? I'm very confused. Could it be that checkbox maybe? Doesn't seem to be that. I don't know. I'll just slap the attachment back onto the main vehicle and see if that does anything. Okay, now it works when it's attached to something. So maybe I just need to set it to primary firing? I guess I can't do that because it's not the weapon. So it works when it's attached to the vehicle, but not the weapon, which is a little bit odd. We'll open up the weapon real quick and see what's going on here. Yeah. I see what's going on here. This is not written in the non-existent manual, but apparently if you want to apply acceleration to the vehicle, it has to be on an effect that is attached directly to the vehicle and not to the weapon. A true story right there. So we've learned that. Somebody write that down, because apparently that's just a thing. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a new function, okay? It's going to import primary firing. Okay, we can't import primary firing. Okay. What can I? Can I import test primary charged? No. Can I import primary charged? No, Okay. Accelerations don't work when it's on the weapon attachment, but what if instead of it being a weapon attachment, it was the weapon's firing effect? Switch it over, right? Easy peasy. Now what'll happen? Now, theoretically, this will send me launching or moving or something. No, maybe not. Okay, it kind of works, but it only plays one time because it's a firing effect. We're making progress. We're making progress. I guess I could make it a whole scripted thing where you can only launch a certain distance. But it would be kind of cooler if you had control over it. Does this make it go longer? Okay, hold on. I'm editing a setting. Gotta refresh because I'm editing the weapon values. Does not make it go longer. Good to know. So I'm gonna do charging effect. Alright, I've made up my mind. I think I have to do it as... Let me see here. When I hold firing... Here's, you want to see something interesting? Check this out. Just read chat. Okay, sorry. I am very extension of parent, or you can use boost effect instead. That's not how that works, I don't think. It's already extension of parent. See? You're wrong. Why are you screaming at me when it doesn't work? Rejected is in mod mode. Chat can wait. Yes, sorry. I saw you guys were writing, but I just didn't look over for a little bit. I'm looking forward to ODST Flood Firefight. I know it was tested in the last MC. It was tested like a year ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Apparently, you can turn into the Flood, according to Farn, once you die. So you get to fight your buddies, which is pretty sick. Alright, where's my pod? Where's my... Oh, it's directly below me. Okay. My pod's here. So the way that it's set up, if I get in, if I hold down the fire button, it will get stuck on the first part of the effect. Boom. I'm holding fire. Charging, so it's stuck on the first event, but when the moment I let go, it plays the next event, which sends me flying. Now then. If I just remove that little flash event at the beginning, we could just not have any issues whatsoever. So I will. And now, when we hold fire, it sends us launching. And now, firing damage. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta refresh because the weapon's dead now. Okay, maybe if we're lucky it shakes now. Oh my god, it really fucking shakes. Fuck yeah, okay. That's sick. Duration, okay, camera shake duration, that's fine. Random translation should be 0.1 world units. How many degrees? 2 degrees. Try that again. Okay, that's really violent still. 0.01 and 1 degree of random rotation. Ooh, that's cool. Why does it push me back into my seat though? I don't want to be clipping inside of it. That's cool. Oh, camera impulse, that's why. Random translation should be 0.1, I think. The pushback should be 0.1 world units. Yeah. Holy fuck. Okay, okay, okay. Chill, 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 chill. Yeah, that's kind of intense. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now we gotta add a rocket sound to it. That's really cool. What's a good rocket sound effect I could put on this? I can't edit it at all. It has to just be like a regular sound. How about, let's do, so it's under tags, sound. Something violent and rockety. Missile pod? Yeah, I was thinking maybe missile pod. Yeah, okay. I guess we're all on the same page then. Missile projectile sound. Let's see. I don't even know if we can hear that sound with the sound mod I have. Let's find out. Some sounds just don't work with the sound mod I have, so let's see. Oh, it does work. Nice. Hey, we're getting places. Now let me reduce. Okay, so that's fine. That's all good. I actually like the shake a lot as well. But the push down effect needs to be like a lot less because the acceleration is already really intense. So, but here's, let's go in the sky and test it. It gives me serious Arcbound vibes, right? Here we go. We're dropping. Ooh. Ooh. This is starting to get really cool. Wait, the pod's all the way down there? What the hell? I should bring it way up here. We can go even further. Ooh, you know what? Let me rotate it. Let's rotate the pod so we can see stuff on the way down. Right now we don't have a great view of anything, really. Doesn't the Forward Unto Dawn have thruster sounds when it drops off the Scorpion? I don't know, actually. Okay, let's see. The lighting probably won't look amazing from here, but... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it looks like the blue light isn't activating. That's kind of a shame. Oh, fuck. We, like, slammed. Woo! We went so fast that we clipped through the ground. Holy shit. But yeah, the blue light isn't activating, so let me fix that real quick. No, it should be activating. That's weird. Let me see, actually. Does the blue light activate like it's supposed to here? I guess it does. It's just kind of like subtle. It's so hard to tell when everything's shaking so violently. Cool. What other things can we use on the weapon for shaking? Misfire damage, empty damage, optional secondary firing damage. Ooh. You know what I'm thinking? I think we should add some retro rockets to this thing to slow it down. I'm pretty sure there are retro rockets on the ODST pod. If we go to Blender, looking for markers, right? What is this? Yeah, retro rockets. There's 3 sets of retro rockets here, here, and here. So if we look back in game at what that actually turns out to be, retro rockets are there, and oh wait, we have to wait for the door. It's on the door normally. But the other retro rockets. Actually, no, wait, they're not here. Where are the retro rockets? I know there's some right there. But it says there's some right there. Maybe they were just never actually moved. Too much shaking. Yeah, what I was starting to think when we were coming down is I should reduce the shaking a little bit on that, but then when the retro thrusters kick in, that should be about that level of shake. Because the retro thrusters, you're slowing down, you're going to be shaking pretty violently. But just for launching yourself, yeah, it's a bit much. Let's set, so pushback is fine, rotation's fine. The random translation should be like at least half of what it's at right now. Still, even that's a little violent. Cut it in half again. Is that not doing anything? Maybe it's the rotation that looks so violent. Oh yeah, it was the rotation the whole time. That's a bit better. You can still kind of see what's going on around you. And I think the pullback, I think the pushback at 0.1 world units could go to 0.05. The camera doesn't push back quite as far. Oh my Jesus. That's pretty good. Flashing lights of the thrusters is going. I could probably, I don't know if I can for sure, but I might be able to make these screens react and like have different things display depending on what's going on, like depending on whether you're launching down or whatnot. Let me double check too that on the effect. The acceleration, yeah, the acceleration is 100% being affected by the direction that you're aiming. So you can, in fact, aim your drop pod, which is pretty cool. Go again. Alright, we're launching. We're gonna aim ourselves slightly into the city if we can. Okay, we landed. Now, I know that I still need to refine these effects and shakes and things a little bit. Could you imagine those screens showing views from cameras attached to the drop pod? Like, theoretically, that is possible. I don't 100% know, like, what the details on the screens working are, but I do know that they do work if you set them up right. I've seen, I think actually Green was messing with it just yesterday. Display the ODSTs from the campaign? No, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be weird. And you're just like on fucking Ultimate Forge and you just see ODSTs on the screen. Like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? I don't know who that is. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to do the impact now where the door comes flying off. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's do that. Imagine having Buck always on the screen. Yeah, it's like Buck's just always watching you in the pods. Like, hey man, how's it going? Get set for a combat drop. Okay, here's the pod door. So basically what I need to do is I need to export. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hello? Is this the pod door from the cutscene? Is this the better pod door? It looks almost the same except for... it has all the buttons and everything. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, so this is the destroyed pod door, actually. Maybe I can swap these out. This is the one from the cutscene. I think it... Does it have more detail? Because it's got like the girlfriend picture and like other stuff. Let me extract all this. We'll take a look. So ODST pod. Make a new folder called ODST door. Yeah. ODST door. We'll save this as a JMS. But we're also going to save it as a OBJ. And we'll get all the materials. That way we can kind of take a look around at what everything seems like. And then... I don't think this is the only door here. Yeah, I guess this is the cutscene pod, right? Oh, that's so freaky. Look at this. This is from the cutscene in the beginning of ODST. They like have a 3D like cutout for the screens. That's so weird. I wonder if there's like actual heads, like 3D heads inside there or something. That's so weird. All of these actually have like, oh, that's freaky. What the fuck? Her name is Butchiana. That's the name of the girlfriend picture. Also, she got titty. Fucking Dara squatting on the outside of the pods in that scene. Oh my god. Alright, pod door. Why doesn't pod door work? ODST pod. Where is just the door? I just want the door. ODST pod simple. Oh yeah, here's the simple version. You can see it's like a little less lumpy. Oh, it actually has an interior model. That's kind of shocking. I didn't think it would. Okay, real talk though. Where is the door? Like, there should definitely be a door here. And not like the super complicated one. Oh, wait, no, it's not on prepare to drop. It's on the other map, that's why. I'm just being dumb. Ow. I think it's C, what is it, H100? L300? I don't know. Maybe there's a pod door on one of these. ODST pod door low. I think this is it. Yeah, this should be it. Okay, yeah. This will be the pod door, and this is the one that will have come launching off. ODST pod release, don't care. ODST pod. Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Yeah, so this is the door model, and we will snag it. Straight up. We'll call this one ODST door simple. We'll export that as a JMS to begin with. We can get all those markers and all that good stuff. And then we'll also export it as an OBJ so we can get some of the textures and save a little bit of time. Export all those textures while we're at it. And now we'll make a new Blender file for it too. So we'll save our pod. We've been working on it for a little bit. A new Blender file. Import our JMS that we just exported from ODST. Put it in our models. Base. Cool. Here's our pod door. Looks pretty good. It's got some markers. Hint. Oh, these are for AI hints. That's interesting. Don't really need those. We already have all of these materials, which is pretty cool. We can just reuse those. And I guess we just need to make a little collision model and a physics model and we're good. So that's pretty straightforward. We just duplicate it once because we're lazy, and that's how we get our collision model. And we duplicate it a second time. And then we convex hull, because realistically this is a really simple object. Yeah, that works. So there's our physics model. And we're done. Unbelievable. That was so hard. Can you believe it took us so long to make this? We'll just call this pod door. We'll export this to JMS, Halo 3, subdirectories, render. Bikini Dare player model. Could you imagine? Dare the bikini. So true. So true. What am I doing? I don't need to actually make that. Okay, pod door. Pod door. Okay, yeah. So we put this in here. So you have tool, render, objects, vehicles, ODST pod slash pod door file. Oh my freaking heck, it's working. Whoa, wow, whoa, this is crazy. No way, no way, wow. And then we'll do our collision model. And then last but not least, we'll get our physics model. And while we are at it, let's grab a model and a scenery. No, wait, we need a crate model actually. What's a good crate model around here? What has a good crate model? None of these. So we're gonna go to tags, objects, levels, grab something from one of my maps. Alpine Forest, Forge, Boulder, Small. We'll get the crate and the model tag. Put it into pod door. We'll call it, I dare say, pod door. I'm gonna close all this crap because we don't need it right now. We'll come back to it in a second. We'll hook everything up, and this will be our pod door object. And it should be actually easy to get this thing to go and just go launching off. So there's our model. That's not the model that we fucking want. Pod door.model, who cares? And then while we are here, what we're gonna do is grab all the shaders from the previous one, put it in here, and bulk import all these objects. In no time at all, everything will be magically hooked up for us. Hopefully. Cool. Let's spawn it in and make sure that it's worked. Under objects, vehicles, ODST pod, pod door, crate. And fuck, just spawn it. Spawn in. Where are you? What the fuck? Why is it enormous? Oh, no, it's a, it's a cliff. Okay, cool, yeah. It's in, but none of the materials are... Oh. Right, I didn't even look to see. What are your face maps like? You have Look T and Pod. Okay, let's set up your variants real quick. Regions. Oh, no, wait, I just forgot to... Okay, we just gotta re-export this and re-import it real quick. Uno momento, por favor. And then what? Convex all? Cool. So I'm gonna re-export that, blah, blah, blah. I accidentally just screwed up something really simple on it. I can do a quick re-import and everything will be fine though. We put that in there, and then we don't even have to run the commands. We can actually just do a bulk import. Bulk import will take care of all the heavy lifting for us, automatically type in all the commands, blah, blah, blah. Can you make a video again instead of a stream? Yeah, actually, I was planning on doing one soon. I have so many video ideas that I could do. That would be super cool. Okay, now it's all in one. That's good. But it is missing a material on the outside. What material is that? So outside material is... ODST Pod 2 damaged. Ah, see, that's crazy. But what if instead you used ODST Pod 2 and... yeah. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Could you make and add red flashing lights inside before you drop? Yeah. No, I could. That's a good idea. I want to add all kinds of little effects and stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely. Cool. There we go. There's the ODST pod door. Fully done and working. Even got the screens on the inside, but these actually work. Neat. I have to hook up the screens on the inside of the working pod to actually look right, because right now they're totally scuffed. But yeah, sort of kind of working. Cool. Not like anyone's going to pay too close of attention to the details on it. It's fine. What's the plan for the next stream? Dinner? More fun stuff, more cool things, and all that good stuff. One of these streams soon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Mega Mantis, and I'm going to put it on a campaign mission where you fight the two Scarabs on the Covenant. I think it'd be pretty fucking sick, to be honest. Okay. Well, we've got this kind of rolling, which is cool, but... I'm thinking. I'm gonna learn map scripting. You gonna learn? Oh, right, for your map. Yeah, you better make some cool scripts for your map. Are you about to make a drop pod bay for these bad boys? Maybe. That would be pretty sick, right? I might. So, and I gotta like fix up their materials and textures and stuff. I might have a really simple solution for it, but I'm tempted also not to do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry too much about it for now. Those are touch-up things I can do later. That being said, now I want to do the impact where the door explodes off when it hits the ground. Problem is the collision damage that this thing takes is not very intense. It needs to die on impact. Or maybe not die, actually. It would definitely be good if it did, though. Let's see. So what I want this thing to do is explode on impact and actually become destroyed, so that way it knows to respawn as well. It would be really convenient if that ends up working out. Hold E to begin gaming. That's me, the gamer. You caught me, red-handed. Always out here gaming. Is it possible to Is it possible when the drop pod reaches ground or 0 vertical velocity, swap the door with the damaged one? Exactly what I'm doing now, yes. So what's going to happen is I want it to do, what is it? Is it object fragile? Yeah, so I set it to fragile, so when it touches something too hard, it explodes violently. And then, what was it red? Oh. And then what I do from there is I go into the model here, and here we can see the damage states. So this thing will literally explode and die, and the model will switch over, and it will eject nobody for now, and it will not do any damage seats. Good, good. Yeah, so nobody will take damage inside of it. At least they're not supposed to. And then I think... I hope the effect... Let me double check. I think the effect, though, that plays... Please tell me you don't have a damage effect. That might explain why I've been dying the whole time. Loading, loading, loading. Use an ODST explosion? No, it's not going to explode in the end. The effect when it hits the ground is going to be more of like a dust cloud that kind of expands out really big. Flash and explosion. Is there damaging? Yeah, human damage large. No wonder I die every time I hit the ground. Oh, wait. Nope, I lied. It's not related. So... let me swap out the transition effect to something else. Scenery effect. Explosions. I don't want fiery explosions. I want little, like, dirt? Dust? No. Nature? No. And smoke. Snow. Steam, water, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll just expand on the giant stomp I have for the mantis. Oh, that's perfect, actually. I know I haven't driven the mantis around in a while, but the mantis stomp is going to be a really good starting effect for this. So I'm just going to steal that for now, and then I'll edit it later to kind of like clean it up and make it look good. But this will be the pod impact effect. Sweet. Yeah, the pod impact effect will play there. I think if I look at the pod, let's see, what would be the right place to play it? Right here. FX bottom, oh wait. There's two of these. Oh no, yeah, FX bottom rocket. I think that's the one I should play it off of. Anyway, pod impact, sound and damage. Do not take damage. I guess you could play a boom sound, but I think an explosion sound would be better, but we'll work on that. And next up we have... saw the title and I was like, yes, please. Yeah, just wait a second. I'll show you what we're at right now. Right now I'm trying to get it so when we impact the ground, it like explodes kind of. And the door comes flying off. I think we're actually pretty good here. Instead of replace, I'm gonna manually set to FX bottom rocket here. And let's see. Just as a test. Okay, it's... for some reason it's still violently exploded. Oh, right, because they all have that effect. I guess it was playing 3 times all along. No wonder it looked so crazy. It's kind of wimpy, not gonna lie. Is that... there's no way that's the mantis effect. Hold on, let me spawn in a mantis. I swear to God I had a way cooler looking stomp effect. I swear I did. Here, I gotta do it in Sapien controls. Okay, yeah, that's a completely different effect. I don't know how I messed that up. Oh, I didn't even... Why does it have a... What? What is that effect that's playing when it footsteps? Yeah, that's the effect right there. I was trying to steal for the drop pod. And I was gonna, like, make it bigger and stuff, too. Okay, let me steal that, but also find out what the fuck that is, because that's the one I was supposed to steal, but I apparently didn't. ODST pod.model. Can we not? I thought I just fixed that. Alright, yeah. Anyway. Let's keep on rolling. Pod impact dot effect is not the one I want. Choose you. Delete pod impact dot effect. Go back to Mantis. FX. I thought it was Mantis Stomp, but I think it's Stomp. Not Mantis Stomp. So let's go here. Pod impact. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, let's refresh because I should not have named it the same thing like an idiot. Check donos? Oh shit, my bad. Did I miss one? Am I dumb? I swear I haven't heard it in a while. No donos. Oh, I see it. It didn't show up in my... What? No way. Steven, I see the text for it 6 minutes ago, but it never showed up in... Wait, holy fuck, that's huge! I don't know why it's not showing up in my chat, but it's huge as fuck. Streamlabs is fucking up. Thank you so much. Oh my god, with the 50 bomb, Steven. Thank you. Jesus, that's huge. What? I'm so sorry. It didn't make a sound or anything. It just popped up as a little thingy. That's... Holy fuck. Thank you, Steven. Good lord. 50 bomb. I much appreciate it. That's really generous. Thank you for the support. God bless my brother in Christ. But seriously, thank you. That's ridiculously generous. Holy fuck. He said, keep it up. I absolutely will. Absolutely, I will. Got no plans of stopping now. For now, I'm going to keep making badass ODST drop pods and hoping for the best. It broke. Damn, it's not even in the chat? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's so weird. It says, on my Streamlabs, it said it came through 7 minutes ago. Oh my Jesus Christ, Steven, that one definitely came through. Holy fuck with the 20 bomb. That's huge. God damn, thank you. Thank you, thank you. With the 20 bomb. Holy fuck, you're insane. Keep it up more. I absolutely will. I'm gonna make a badass ODST pod tonight. And in fact, I kind of feel like we have made some pretty sick progress so far tonight with the ODST pod. And we're gonna keep on making more progress. But thank you. I really appreciate that. That was extremely generous of you, Steven. Jesus Christ. Woo. It's like 2 huge super chats like in a row. Good lord. You're actually nuts. And there we go. Just in time. Super chats come through right as we get an impact working. Check it out. Then keep it up. Get it working right as you say that. I'll probably make it even more intense, but... Oh, didn't activate that time. This is the only issue that we're going to have here. I might have to do a more sustainable solution to making it explode each and every time. What an impactful addition. Right, I'm glad you think so. Wait, is this just because I'm far away from it that it's not rendering? No, it's actually just only appearing sometimes. Okay. It's funny because at some heights it appears, but others it doesn't. Like an angle thing. The SFX needs to be changed. Warthog collision sounds don't fit the situation. Agreed, yeah. Actually, I guess I suppose I could poke that in right now. What is the material effects? Warthog.material effects. How about something heavy? Like, what's the scorpion material effects sound like? Oh. Hi, cat. Hi. Oh, you crawling over here, you little lazy bones. Yeah, hi. Okay. Why did it suddenly and randomly... It's really... This is my only complaint here, right? It's very iffy. Very, very iffy. If this thing will trigger the collision damage. There's no guarantee it will. Like, at all. One thing we can try, though, is to go all the way into the sky, activate a pod, and see if it activates the way that we want it to. Hi, cutie. Hi. Alright, here we go. Refresh. ODST drop pod test number 49. We're going in. I see the cloud layer. It worked! Woo! We died instantly, but it worked! Okay, let's add the door. I want it so the door comes flying off. That's like a must-have here. So in order to do that, what we need is on the... What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be a generic transition effect, and we're going to make another effect. This one's going to be extremely simplistic in nature. All it's going to do is spawn a door with a velocity. That's it. It's going to be a delay effect, though. So actually, I can keep this here under a specific effect. So this is a delay. So there's going to be a 2-second delay. Or sorry, no, a 1-second delay. And here's what I want to do is I want it to like steam come out. It goes like, and then the door goes, boom, and like launches off really far. So I think we can do that and pull it off pretty good. I just need to think about like specifically how I'm going to make this happen. There's a couple places that I need to focus on here. There's breach steam. There's 5 of them in total. And then the door is going to come launching off. So here's how this is going to go. It's going to be hit the ground. The effect is going to be delayed for a second. Then steam is going to launch out for like half a second. Then there's going to be another half a second delay. And then boom, the door is going to come flying off with sparks and smoke and stuff. I think that's the move. Al Joseph with the $5. Thank you very much for the support, Joseph. Good to see you as always. Would elite drop pods be a potential extra? A sweet alternative for the split jaws in the crowd. Can't believe you just said that. Would it be a sweet alternative? It could, potentially. The only issue is, well, it's not even an issue. It's just that this is going to be way cooler. Like, there's already elite drop pods in Halo 3 as a vehicle. All I would have to do is add some custom animations to them. But yeah, potentially I could do that. It'd be no trouble. I could even have a little window, one-way window on the inside that you could see through. That would be dope. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. Just I don't think I'll make it a priority by any means, but I'll do that. That'd be cool. All right, let's make this effect now. This is going to be really cool and worthwhile, but it's going to take a little bit, so let's just begin. So the pod rocket effect is fine. No, let's actually grab... excuse me. We're going to grab the rocket launcher effect again because I like that one. We're going to get a rocket launcher explosion effect even. We go to our support high, rocket launcher, FX, detonation.effect. Cool. So I like this effect because I'm familiar with it. So we're going to have a new effect, and we're going to call it Hatch Pop. Hatch Pop. This is off topic, but do the Pelicans pick up vehicles by chance, or do they have a variation that has a vehicle attached so you can deploy? No, not currently. There's not really any good way to do it in multiplayer, but I do have an idea of a variant of a Pelican in which you can deploy like warthogs and things. I have a really good idea for it that I never executed on, but it is absolutely possible. But it would be like regenerating warthogs, where like the Pelican would spawn in with a warthog, and then you would like drop one, and then like after a minute, like you would get a new warthog appear on your Pelican. So it wouldn't be very realistic, but totally doable nonetheless. Okay, so the delay effect is going to be called Hatch Pop. That's a weird name, I know, but it's gonna work. Can you have like an option to have Pelican hold a singular pod like a hog? Potentially. Actually, not potentially, yeah. It's doable. Well, no, not in the way that you're expecting it to work. The way that vehicles are attached in single player is the vehicle is treated like an NPC in the code and like the map scripts, and then it sits in a seat. So the Pelican actually has a seat on the back of it where vehicles are held, and the script says there is a warthog in the Pelican's cargo seat, and then when it comes, it drops in, it empties the seat. It like deploys the warthog. It says the warthog exits the seat, and the warthog falls from the Pelican. So there's not actually any way to have a vehicle enter a seat like that without map scripts. And unfortunately, in Halo 3, map scripts are only possible in single player. They do not sync in multiplayer. And even if they did sync in multiplayer, the tricks that I use to get my Pelican pickups working entirely relies on a Pelican that exists on the mission by default. If you spawned in a Pelican in Forge, it would not have the capability to pick things up the way I did it in my method. That entirely relies on a Pelican that exists in the mission as the mission starts with like special features pre-added to it. Impossible to do in Forge, unfortunately. It's very sad. All right, let's look at assembly. What is this effect called? Pod. We're in C100. Let's open, not C100, but what is it? No, not L300, H100. Pod effect. Is it door breach? I think a door breach is what we're looking for. Yeah. This is it right here. So it's got 3 events. It's got steam vent, which is literally... Oh, it has a particle called breach steam. I want to see what that looks like. Breach steam. Wait, actually, what is the bitmap it uses for breach steam? Soft smoke small. Okay, I already have that then. We can work with that. So it has breach steam, right? That's fine. It's a little particle of a little steam shooting out. We can work with that. Then there's pop. It's funny because I actually named mine pop. There's pop. So it does a sound, a light, and a screen effect. And then it has particles for sparks, a little bit of fire and smoke for just a brief moment, and then it spawns in the door. We can do this. 4 seconds of steam, followed by a really short pop, followed by the crate spawning. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. So we're gonna have 3 events. Let me delete. We're gonna have really simple. Oh crap! Wait, I hope. Okay, we still have a particle system. I could work with that. I could work with that. So first event is going to be named Steam. The next event is going to be named Breach. And the next event is going to be named Door Crate. Breach is going to be extremely short. Spooky music. Ah! Let's get back to the ODST music. I'm going to make the Steam a little bit shorter because as cool as and impactful as it is in a cutscene in Halo 3 ODST, unfortunately this is going to be taking place during gameplay, so I'm going to have to make the Steam effect a little bit shorter, but I think that'll be okay. So the particle that I'm going to want for this is FX, particles, atmospheric. I don't want rolling smoke. I want soft smoke, small. Soft smoke small is the effect I'm after. And the locations, let's check assembly. What are the locations that we have here? FX door crate is one location. Okay, so we'll put that in. We'll add a new one. Then we have FX breach steam, of course, we need that one. We just saw that in Blender. And then there's 2 more. What are these? FX door bolt and FX breach light. I don't think we're going to add the light in, but I'll add it into there just in case I change my mind. So this is all just the effect for boom, the thing crashes, right? But you know what? Now that I think about it, hold up. You can specify a delay until the response fires. This delay is preempted if another timer response. So there's also a delay. Okay, so delay effect. Let's try this. I have the delay effect that too. I need to do a little test real quick. I need to see if, when I drop this pod, what kind of delay we're getting here. Okay, so I get it now. So the way that it works is this effect is delayed by 2 seconds, but this one will play instantly. And then another one will play? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's do it. Here we go. I'm going to null out everything for a second here. Breach, blah, that's fine. Door crate. So door crate's the one we actually want. So we're going to add in a part. We're going to copy this absolutely here. FX door crate is going to spawn in. You will never guess what it's going to spawn in. No way, you guessed it. It's going to spawn in the door as a crate object. You're crazy. Can't believe you just guessed that. But it's going to have something a little special on it, which is that when the door crate spawns, it's going to spawn in with a ton of angular velocity and velocity. Let's see what happens. The door should now come flying off. Okay, it has to break first, but... Oh. Oh no, I forgot to set the effect. Whoopsies. So that's the pod impact, and then the door pop will be the effect here. Hatch pop. Okay, let's reset it. The door comes flying off. Obviously, that didn't make any sense because, you know, like, the door was open, but in another time and place it made sense. It's fine. It made more sense. I mean, we'll die instantly, I think, here, but maybe it'll look right here? I'm not sure. Because we still die on impact, which maybe I can fix that actually real quick. It shouldn't transfer collision damage, but let me try it. Object fragile, rename to ODST pod. There's only one way to be sure the door is flying off sufficient force. You need to sacrifice a Spartan. True. Oh, I need to go edit. Oh my god, you just gave me a really, really good point. Bounding offset, bounding radius, blah blah blah. Set it to 5. The impact collision damage shouldn't be transferring to the Spartan. You know what it might be is my globals though. Let me open up my globals tag real quick. I think I still have like weird single player stuff going on in here where I take fall damage when I really shouldn't. It's like Halo 2 style that doesn't actually happen in game, but difficulty, nah, none of that. Placement, vehicles, grenades. Player information, okay. Falling damage. Harmful falling distance. No. No. Distance damage. No. Hard landing damage. I'm just going to clear out all of these for now because none of these should exist. I think it might be what's killing me when I'm inside the pod. Alright, there's only one way to make the... Oh yeah, I read that. I will sacrifice a Spartan. I will put really heavy collision damage on it, on the door, and I'll sacrifice a Spartan, I promise. First, we just have to see if we can actually get this to work. There it is. The pod. Ooh, here we go. Please don't die. Please don't die. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end anyway, but please don't die. Oh, shit. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, that worked. I mean, we died violently, but that worked. Oh, wait. I literally cleared everything except falling .damage effect. Let me see real quick too. Don't need the pod door model, but we do need ODST pod dot model. Kills object. Maybe just having kills object isn't good. If players in drop pod, then fall damage. Do an if statement. Unfortunately, it is not that simple. Isn't the collision damage tag in the vehicle? Yes, and the collision damage tag I'm using should not be transferring any damage to me, and should only be taking damage to the vehicle, but doesn't seem to be the case. The door comes flying off, though. Sick. But I'm dying violently. Oh, I'm JKing. I should have known you were being ironic. If I don't check kills object, maybe the kills kills object flag shouldn't be it. I think it's just that it's actually taking collision damage and transferring it to me. If player equals based, then grunt birthday party dot web. That's pretty based. Here we go. Letting go, letting off. Yeah, you know what it looks like? 0 means take default damage value from globals.globals. Applying collision damage, game collision damage parameters. I may have screwed everything up. I might need to reset my globals real quick. How does it work in Arcbound? It's like... What if I remove all collision damage from it, but I have a suspension animation so that when it fully impacts the ground, it triggers damage, but then anytime this thing touches the ground, it'll instantly detonate rather than at speed. So it's way more dynamic if I do it this way, but I don't want damage to transfer to the driver's seat. But it doesn't really look like I have much control over that when it comes to collision damage. This is quite the pickle. It's quite the pickle. Let's set... There's also a glitch where you can get stuck in a dead vehicle. Yeah, that's supposed to be what happens. Is that I'm supposed to be in the dead vehicle. I've set it up to be like that's what actually occurs. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't do anything when it comes to collision damage. You can get... I could probably be inside this thing and blow it up with a grenade or something and... You know, then it would detonate, but unfortunately, collision damage is the only thing that overrides that from possibly happening. So, I'll try that again. Watch, throw a nade. Okay, we're still alive. I'll try another nade. We're still alive. Just shooting out pod doors all day. Have you tried not dying? Fuck, I should have thought of that. You're so right. You are so right. This is tough, though. It really is. I think this is something I'm just gonna have to experiment a lot with, because I was already experimenting a lot with this off stream as well. What is pelican material effect? What does that sound like? What do you sound like when you're pelican? I'll move you. So that's good that this happens and everything seems right. You know what I'm gonna do, honestly? I think I'm gonna call it on this one. There's a lot I want to work on here, but first we're going to do one more drop from orbit, and it's going to be sick. Alright? We're going to do one badass drop. Why does dirt fly off when it lands on concrete? I just haven't changed the color of it. I'm just using the stomp effect from the Mantis right now. Here's what's going to happen, ladies and gents. I need to eat, and I need to focus on this really hard, and do a lot of boring debugging. By the time I come back to you tomorrow, there will be a much better looking and functioning drop pod. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to prepare to drop directly down into New Mombasa here. Let's do it. Wait. Pause. We need better music than this. Hold on. Chrome. What is the name of this one? Special limit. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. We're coming in hot. Okay. Gonna be honest. Anticlimactic because we die. It's literally not gonna be epic until we don't die. Alright, I admit it. I admit it 100%. But still. Nonetheless, we were able to aim a little bit. Dude, cheat deathless? Oh, yeah. Will that actually do it? Is that cheat deathless true? Or is it just cheat deathless? What is... Oh, I'm just gonna do it here. Cheats. Deathless player. Alright, we're gonna do it again. But for real this time. Alright, bring the music back. Here we go. Wait for the music. Wait for the kick. Whoa. That was pretty dope. A nice big shake at the bottom, a big plume, some steam coming out. One more, just one more. That was sick. Just one more time, bro. Just one more time, bro. Alright, we're gonna get the music. Here we go. We're turning. Trying to angle myself. Maybe we'll hit a building. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's fucking cool. That's really fucking cool. Go higher? I can't go any higher. You know, alright, I have a cheat. I have a cheat that'll make it last longer, okay? Here. I'll cheat just so it looks cooler and we can be up in the air for longer. Alright, we're gonna go back on the music. I got a cheat here. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone about this cheat so that we can stay in the air. This one cheat will make you last longer. Can we see the Corvette while flying? Yeah, you know what? Let me add in. I'll add in another one just so we can see it down in the city. I think that'd be cool. There you go, a nice little Corvette like that. Here we go. We're getting somewhere with this. Let's be honest. This is starting to look pretty good. This is starting to look pretty fucking good. Right on cue too? Yeah. Alright, that's fucking awesome. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I could work on this all day. But realistically, I'm gonna end stream now because I've been going for about 4 hours now. I'm tired, I got some things I want to do, some friends I want to hang with off stream. And I'm gonna work on this a little bit longer as well tomorrow, on stream and off stream. Maybe probably a little bit more tonight, let's be honest. I know life this shit. I love it. I love what I do. But that's it. That's it right there. I see a lot of you guys ask some questions. I'll answer them as I close down here. But yes. Does the pod count as destroyed when it hits the ground? Yes, that might be why the problem. Not quite. I can bypass that. The fact that it's setting to destroyed and dead is actually not a problem. It's the collision damage that's transferring to the player. I've done some testing and I'm pretty confident in that. But normally, you would think that makes sense, but not in this case. That was goddamn cool. Just you wait till we have steam coming out of the vent. You know, it pauses, it goes boom, and you hear the pop, sparks go everywhere when it comes off. You know, there's going to be a lot more to this, but already the drop pod's looking pretty fucking sick. Pretty sick. Oh, and we'll get retro rockets and probably a parachute and stuff. Anyway, I want to say thank you all because we're shutting down stream now. Appreciate all of the... There have been some very generous super chats today. All of them have been incredibly appreciated. I do appreciate the support. Will I stream tomorrow? Normally, no. But maybe. I might stream tomorrow and do an earlier stream. Normally Saturday is my off day, but because I've taken some off days this week, I might do it just to make up for it. But we'll see. Check out my Discord and follow me on Twitter, and you'll know. You'll be notified if I do stream. So we'll see though. But thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the support with the super chats. Genuinely, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being here, coming along with me for this ODST drop pod ride today, working on the effects and the damage and the cool stuff. But yeah, this has been the ODST pod day 1. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly have. Everybody who left early, don't tell them we're going to do another drop pod ride. Can you believe it? Everybody left early. They're going to miss out on one more drop. Those idiots, those fools. You know what? I'm going to turn off my webcam for this one. Can you believe those people? Can you believe them? Alright, we're turning. Here we go. We're breaking through the cloud layer. Ah, yeah, there you go. Alright, have a good night, everybody. Thank you once again for all the support, for being here and chatting, making this worthwhile. I really appreciate it. I will see you all either tomorrow or the next day. I don't know, once more in third person? Alright. Guaranteed I'll see you on Sunday. We'll do this in third person now, just so you can kind of see how cool it looks. And then after we crash, I'll end stream. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all guaranteed Sunday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Stay subscribed, stay tuned, stay followed. You'll find out. Have a good one, though. Sleep well, everybody. And to my Europeans, have a nice day. Bye-bye. L. Joseph, thank you for the $2. I'm sorry, I almost didn't missed it. Thank you. That note on impact, nice timing. Glad you appreciate it. Love you, bye.